I hope this man gets sued into the fucking ground somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
I
I
want to
don't know,
say things
Striker's
that are
still running
against
around,
TOS.
so.
So about 3 weeks ago, I had covered a interesting, so to speak, rabbit hole with a friend regarding a potential past life or potential past lives of a talent of an agency that got hired recently. A talent from AkioAIR. Yeah, they made a tweet announcing that they're debuting a minor as one of their corpo VTubers. And let's just say the broader response was not positive. It was an extremely negative backlash that they got. Unsurprisingly, honestly. I think I made my opinions pretty clear back there, but broadly, I'm against the use or the employment of minors in, well, like any industry, really. Like kids be kids. Why not? I mean, I understand wanting to pursue VTubing, but come on. Don't try to make it your career while you're still in your teens. And to me, that also includes 19. But we're not talking about somebody 19. This all started because of somebody that is allegedly 16 or 17. But pretty much. Well, what happened with AkioAIR was essentially they announced that they're debuting a minor, and then, well, when they got the backlash, they doubled down on it. They pressed forward with the debut. The debut happened just yesterday, the 30th. And, well, I'm joining a panel today of 4 or 5 people. And, well, we're going to be talking about the situation. So, without much more preamble, let's join the call.
And came out and false fucking got screenshots of either DMs, the community Discord, or the private talent channels, and he's going over them, and I'm like, I want those fucking messages.
Is he streaming right now, going over them?
He is.
He's covering a bunch of boring stuff.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
I see. Also, hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
wow.
I don't think we've
Hello.
met before.
No, not directly. I have seen
Okay.
your conversation with Marina.
Okay. Ow.
It-
Ow, dang.
It's funny. We
Did you enjoy the conversation with Marina?
Oh, I did.
it's funny. We met covering the whole AkioAIR shit, and then just I wish we could have met over something that's not a fucking black corporation being stupid. But you know what?
boy.
This is how friendships are made.
Indeed it is. This is fun.
To be fair, I've probably talked to them in the Blizzard Boys Discord before. If they've ever been in a voice chat.
Put on Synthesteps? I might if things keep getting worse.
Personally, I wasn't
Actually, I
in
think
the
I just
voice
did.
chat for Blizzard Boys. I was in that girls one voice chat once.
Fair enough.
Actually, you know what? No,
Then
no,
they
we're gonna-
merged.
This one's better.
They merged? I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
I haven't
like,
been in a while.
I'm
from
not
my
either.
recollection, it was one person wanted to make like a boys club VTuber Discord, and then another person, I believe they're actually friends, the two owners, made like a girls Discord, and then after like a month or so, they ended up just merging into one.
That sounds about
Wait.
right.
What is this? This sounds like drama I've not heard of before.
What? No, it wasn't drama.
There was a little bit of discourse on Twitter, but like it didn't encapsulate the VTuber community like a lot of drama does.
Okay.
The only
Huh.
drama that came out of my Discord, or out of that Discord, was somebody sending me a DM that was like, "We've seen your Twitter, and we don't want you to be talking about that within the Discord."
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
It just
We've
made me
seen
laugh.
you. You're not famous enough to make to say anything like that.
All right, this is interesting. I'm just gonna put this in the chat.
Oh boy.
I will refer to this later, but this is interesting.
What is it? I'm like half concentrating right now.
Someone said, not here to make any grand statements. All I want to say is that you won't believe how much money AkioAIR offered me for the rights to Athena Nightingale's design. $50. I got lowballed for $50, but I didn't care about the money.
$50?
I just wanted to give her the ability to follow her dreams.
$50?
What the
$50 for
fuck?
a design? You're
50.
kidding me.
Wow.
That's crazy. Do you refill your health? It doesn't seem like you do. I'm gonna leave you alone then.
So I'm confused. Did this person design?
Yeah, this person designed, I guess, the talents model, I guess.
Ow.
And they offered him the rights back for $50?
No, they wanted the full rights, I guess, for $50. Or they commissioned them for
Oh yeah, here.
$50.
How
I
much
don't fucking know.
AkioAIR offered me for the rights to Athena Nightingale's design? I was misunderstanding the way it was written.
That's interesting.
So they offered him $50 to have the full rights to the design.
Yep.
Okay. They do not retain health. Or excuse me, they don't refill their health. That's good to know.
He said, "I
Thanks,
didn't care
Finisher.
about the money. I just wanted to give her the ability to follow her dreams." Does that mean he accepted it?
That's how it sounds to me.
I guess. Man.
I haven't even gone
Alright.
through all the statements just yet. I read Athy's and then a bit of the AkioAIR response.
So, really quickly, just as a summary, what has happened? Has like the entire server shut down? Have they like all stopped? What's going on, basically?
I think they all left.
Even Nophi?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, she made a statement
What?
an hour ago.
I
That's
am
Owl
going.
crazy.
Girl made her statement, and then after she made her statement, everybody else just started dumping everything.
Yeah, they just needed that one party to come forward first, and then they got the courage to come forward as well.
That's insane.
Alright, I am going to switch my screens.
Okay.
So then we can all just kind of talk about it. It fucking sucks that False's ass decided to go live too, but you know what?
Okay.
What the fuck ever. I don't care
Listen.
about that corpo shill.
He caters to one audience, you cater to another.
And also
Ugh.
there's like more of us for more opinions. He's just him and boring. Anyways,
Doesn't he have like a wife or something? I thought he was like married to somebody.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to him.
Okay.
I
Hope
got
not. She must live a very boring life.
Alright.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm
do I
gonna
have the
switch over. We
thing?
can talk shit about False later.
Do I not have the thing? Why can I not
Okay.
shoot you?
Here
Oh,
we
there
go.
didn't.
Is the safety on?
Yeah.
I assume you're playing Warframe?
No, I'm playing Destiny.
Oh.
Alright, let me
Oh, is
make
there
you
another
guys a
dude that
little
has
bit.
to go down? Oh my gosh.
Alright, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, AkioAIR being AkioAIR once more. More
You
statements
dunked
have
it.
come out, and 2 more have come out in the last hour. So,
Where?
yeah, we got a lot to cover. That's for sure.
Uh-huh.
And now, all this was kicked off by Athy. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
You could probably
But
say Athena.
Athena. Tina. Yeah. She made her statement 2 days ago, and this kicked off a domino effect where the rest of the talents decided to make theirs as well. I don't know if all of Gen 1 quit, but as far as I know, it is one Generation 1 talent and all of Gen 2 that left.
Are we sure they left, or are they just like
Has
That's what
there
they're
making
saying.
the statements?
has there been any
Pretty
statement
sh-
from Missouri?
I'm pretty sure they left.
Yeah, Nophi left. The dolphin girl was the one that made the most recent statement. She also left.
Those of you in chat, Nophi's the reason all this started. It wasn't her fault, but she was the reason all this started.
Didn't she
Yeah,
egg
it was
on
the
for a while?
announcement of her.
Nophi was the reason this whole thing started, and I'm honestly surprised that Nophi even came forward, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't she egging it on for the longest time?
She
I
really
don't-
was.
It could have been her contract. We don't know that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, let's see, since these other statements are at least 2 days old, we can go over the 2 newer ones that were just posted about an hour ago.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have
What do
something
you
to
wanna-
share with us on BC?
Wouldn't you want to start with like the first statements though? Like, so you have like a chronological
Yeah, I was kind
Yeah.
of thinking chronological order.
view thing.
Okay.
I've got them all ready to go on
Hi,
my side.
Poppy. All right. Everyone have them up so you guys can read along.
I'm just watching you on stream.
I'll be listening and
Okay.
commenting, but yes.
All right. No, we're just starting, Poppy. All right, let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit for.
Hi,
Where the-
Poppy.
You know what? This will be easier. All right. So Athena posted her statement 2 days ago, saying important announcement regarding my experience with AkioAIR. I want to announce that I will no longer be associated with AkioAIR effective immediately. I am fed up with all the legal threats and emotional abuse that I and the other talents of AkioAIR have been receiving from this company. There are several reasons why I have decided to leave AkioAIR. Notably, the company refuses to pay me on time, and they have failed to support my projects several times. When bringing it up, they simply string me along and tell me that it's not a good time. I have worked hard for this company, and I did my best for it, but they seem to just see me as another employee for them to take advantage of and exploit.
Mhm.
The final straw, as you may be aware, AkioAIR announced on September 5th, acknowledging hiring a minor for our second generation of talents, which I was unaware of until the actual post on Twitter. So that answers my main question from when I first covered this, is if they knew or not.
Is this which one is this? I need which one is
This is Athy. Athena.
This is
This
Athy's?
one's
Yeah.
yeah. This one's Athy's.
We are down to the second paragraph? Yes.
Yeah, we're on the second paragraph. It reinforces the idea that they simply don't care about the company's talents. AkioAIR has continued to send baseless threats stating that they would sue me due to gross negligence and defamation. However, the company was the only one who initially harmed our image as talents contracted under the company name.
True.
That's honestly severely true.
Honestly. Oh, and Poppy, the
Like,
other two with me are Mistress Briley, right? Is it
Yes.
Bailey or Briley?
Riley.
Briley. Okay. And then Digi, yes?
yes,
DG?
DigitalDarlingVT over on Twitch and stuff. Yeah.
Yep, I will
Myself is fine.
post all of their links when I get a moment to, and on YouTube I will post their links in the description.
I'm also going to be
So,
including
where-
everybody's links in my description as well.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. They offered an alternative, a way to possibly agree not to sue me. They tell me to shut up and do whatever they say, to stream, to not post, to not talk to anyone. If I do this for at least 2 months, they'll give me a new list of demands for me to comply with. I asked them if I did all this, so would they promise not to sue me? Their response, no promises. Oh my fucking god.
They're just
They just asked
forcing
me
her
to
into,
trust them.
or they're
I
just
honestly
forcing them into
can't.
into complete isolation, and
Yeah.
maybe they won't sue. It's so
It-
disgusting of them.
I'm gonna be honest. If,
Assuming it's true.
Excuse me. If if you hadn't shown all of this other stuff before, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't have believed any of this because I have seen real legal threats. This only is believable because of the previous stuff we've seen.
Yeah.
Even if it, like,
Honestly,
it just sounds too crazy.
Just I haven't. Granted, I haven't had much experience with VTubing agencies or companies, but I have never seen a company act like this before.
no company would act like this towards their talent. That's the thing. Like, you don't just try and isolate and consolidate talents because of a fucking scandal that's going around. Like, you literally try to protect the talents. You don't go and literally say, "Oh shoot, don't ever tell this information because we'll sue you for it." And then it's like the person who's literally getting sued can literally counter sue with like them hiring a minor in an 18 plus environment.
Yeah, but the main thing with countersuing is money. And by a lot of these
Yeah.
statements, a lot of these girls do not have that money.
Yeah, some
So-
of them are actually working quote unquote real jobs while also being corpo VTubers for this company.
Yeah, one of them
Side
is
job.
a full-time pediatric nurse.
Isn't that Athy?
Wait,
If I'm not
No.
mistaken?
Is that
no,
is that
wasn't I'm pretty sure
'Cause
Athy
it-
was the one that was working as a nurse.
I think that
Because it was Athy's
is
statement that came out, and then AkioAIR's response, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
AkioAIR's
right here.
response actually acknowledged that she worked
Mhm.
and out a job outside of being a corporate VTuber.
Yeah, Athy's the nurse. I just looked down one paragraph and there she is.
Yep.
I just had to read a little further. Hey
Spoilers.
Murray, how are you doing? Yeah, spoilers, sorry, she's a nurse IRL. Let's
Spoil-
see.
Oh my god, you spoiled it for me. I can't believe you did this.
I'll spoil season 2 next. I oh my god, I hope there's not a
This is
AkioAIR 2.
season 2.
I really hope there's not a season 2 to this absolute bullshit.
I'm
Man,
still waiting
Poppy,
for
careful
Walker
for
season
saying
2.
that.
Walker season
Isn't
2.
Walker already gone? Didn't they lose literally every single one of their talents? This is Walker too.
No, one of the girls stayed because she was boning the manager.
That makes
You know
sense.
what?
That's
I'm
why
not
Walker fell
surprised.
apart.
I haven't actually looked into the Walker stuff completely, but it hasn't been sounding good from what I have seen.
It's not good.
All right, let's see, where were we at? Okay. Even after complying with all of their demands, they said they may still decide to turn around and sue me. When I told them how absurd that was, that I could do everything they said and they would still come after me, they replied, "You are not in a position to make any requests." The
I have to
emotional
get a check.
manipulation and abuse didn't stop there. Our CEO, Jason, kept being hostile and personally threatened my livelihood and career as a nurse. When when I resist his demands, he pretends to be my savior, telling me that he's just trying to save me from the legal department, and that's why he's my only hope. At that point, I felt so dirty and disgusted, and it made me realize how manipulative and emotionally abusive he is to me. And most likely not just to me and the company. What kind of gaslighting bullshit is this? She sounds like a battered wife.
Honestly, she sounds like she was freaking like hurt by like an actual like person, not just someone over the internet.
Well,
It-
that's what emotional abuse does to people. Doesn't have to be like
Yes.
IRL completely. you're in control of somebody's life, you can really fuck with their emotions.
This is on a whole nother level of fucked up. You can tell he has done this so many times and gotten away with it. That's the thing.
Yeah. I'm not
That's
gonna
the vibe
lie.
I'm getting.
This CEO sounds a lot like the Wisteria CEO, and I really hate to say that.
Oh, the Mysteria?
Yeah, the Mysteria CEO. And that's what scares me.
What scares me is some of the segments I saw of Nophi's statement, but we'll get into that.
Mm. Mm. Oh, someone redeemed the thing, but I didn't see it.
Decrypt.
Yikes.
I
So
hate
Thank you,
everything
Cal.
about this.
I hate everything about this. Like, how are you gonna manipulate a nurse? Someone who literally spends at least 40 hours a week in a hospital.
Well, simple. For money.
I don't really feel like yeah, I kind of get that, but like when you're a bad person, there really isn't a cap on the things you can do. I really don't know the CEO in person, just covering my legal bases here. I don't know this guy, so I don't know anything about him, but this sounds like very predatory behavior on any
It-
level.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's exactly as it comes across.
Thank you, Poppy. I have my mix it up off because for things like this, I don't want I don't want like silly things popping up because it's just one of those things. I will redeem you your points though for that. Once I'm done with this. Let's see. Okay, I tried my best to find an amicable way to part ways, but now it's clear to me that at best he has just been wasting my time, and at worst turning me into his personal slave. While this company may be based in a VTubing fantasy, I am a real person, and this is real life. I am done with AkioAIR and their professional mismanagement and emotional abuse. I have worked my ass off for AkioAIR for the past 2 years, and they decide me to treat me like dirt and even threaten to sue me for everything I have without remorse. I just want Jason and his company to leave me alone, and I really hope that they will treat their future talents far better than they have treated me. I will not give up hope on this community. You are my reason why I continue to do what I love. I hope to have everyone's continued support in this matter. I apologize for making everyone worry, and I will keep everyone updated on future proceedings. Just God.
Not a
It's-
good look, AkioAIR. Not a good look.
It's sick.
It's absolutely fucking disgusting.
And then are we reading their response to this?
Yep,
Oh yeah.
that's next.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
All
cover
right.
your bases.
It's to page 2 of this bullshit.
It's just
Yeah, they tweeted out a Google Drive document.
How many pages is this?
7.
7 pages.
They were
let's
under the
see.
impression they could salvage things.
Are we gonna read all 7 of those?
No.
Holy cow!
Oh, it's a lot of
All right.
words.
So AkioAIR decided to respond to this instead of promoting their 2 talents that they were going to debut. And apparently, I'm reaching into future posts about this. Jason used ChatGPT to help him write this.
Are we
Disgusting.
sure on that?
Yep. This is in
What's-
Nophi's statement.
Yikes.
Because apparently he really sucks at writing. Alright. Notice of termination regarding our response towards Athena Nightingale's accusation. This notice is to inform you that Athena Nightingale will no longer operate under AkioAIR due to a breach of contract, leading to this termination notice.
Can't quit,
Murray,
we
he used
fire you.
ChatGPT to write an apology to Nophi, not sure about. Okay. Oh, thank you for the biddy. Oh, okay. He used ChatGPT to write an apology to Nophi, not 100% confirmed that he did it for this. So it's still
Yikes.
possible.
Oh my god,
But
I would much rather have them use ChatGPT for a notice of termination rather than a fucking apology.
yeah.
Honestly. Man, we're
Poppy.
still going. Yep. Psycon, hopefully this is the last part of the trilogy that we have been doing on this.
Hopefully, this
Probably
is the
not.
nail in the coffin for
It's the nail in the
AkioAIR, at
coffin,
least.
but this. Hey, it's the nail in the coffin, but it's not the dying gasp of it. I give it at least another month of bullshit.
Unfortunately, man's apology video be like, yeah, it honestly do be like Colleen Bollinger's apology video.
Yeah,
Oh no,
real
it's gonna be
ukulele
worse than
moment.
Colleen. No,
Ukulele moment.
it's gonna be like that VTuber who used her toggles for call out post.
Wait, what?
Oh,
that's
you
right,
Yeah,
don't-
I
they
told
used
you
you
the
didn't
about
hear
that
that one?
one.
That was funny as fuck.
That was fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna vaguely call
talking
somebody
about-
out while role playing as a yandere with a
Oh.
horny bat.
Yeah,
Do I not need to grab any of them?
yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Can I
Don't
play
get me
with that?
started on them. My chat says.
Why do people take VTubers seriously?
That's a good question.
And-
Why
yeah.
do people take me seriously?
I
I'm
don't
a
know.
very
Let's-
serious person.
Oh, okay, here we go. Our policy is to avoid sharing statements publicly if they could possibly be detrimental to any involved parties. However, Athy's recent announcement contains inaccuracies that necessitate a considered response.
I love that line. Our policy is to avoid sharing statements publicly, because like they did with Nophi's announcement.
Right.
Yeah. That being said, this response is not meant to attack any party involved, but only to describe facts and considerations on our side that may paint the full picture for those who are disappointed or angry at our decisions. There are always two
No.
sides to a story, and we hope you can hear us out.
And now we all know that's absolute bullshit. And we all know it was bullshit.
Man.
Yeah, there's two sides to this story.
It despawned.
One
Yeah, there's
from
two
AkioAIR and then 6 from the talents.
Right.
There's two sides, the right one and the corporate one.
Right.
All right. We already agreed to an early graduation / peaceful termination. Earlier
Bullshit.
this month, yeah, I know. Athy requested an early termination before her contract expires next year. We agreed to peacefully terminate the contract with graduation if required. This decision was made because Athy has contributed to the company enough that an early leave is justified. Athy should prioritize her main job if needed. This has already been our priority for her.
This sounds like Athy has contributed to not giving a company that hires a minor money.
Yep.
And that leave is justified because the company is sick.
I actually don't doubt the had discussed leaving earlier because that was something that the water-haired girl had mentioned in the 4chan post. Was
Mhm.
Yeah.
that most of the talents were waiting to leave until after debuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The company really sounds like they broke human rights. Honestly, we
Yep.
agreed to an early termination, which will not follow and continue on. Insert raspberry.
Wait, what rights what rights would they have broken? I'm just curious. What rights would they have broken?
Well,
Exploitation.
If
Okay.
Yeah.
assuming Athy's statement is true, that means she contributed unpaid labor to AkioAIR. Because in
Yeah.
her statement, she was saying she was not getting paid on time.
That's
While
true.
that
she did
is
say that, didn't
definitely
she?
scummy, you have to have a business that's forcing you to do it.
Yeah.
Like for it to actually be a problem. If you're volunteering
I still
it,
think it's a coercive power imbalance because, like, AkioAIR is kind of promising this: you can be VTuber professionally, but then they're not really paying that professional rate. They're still having to do second jobs. At least Athy is.
Exactly. Why do I feel like they put all their money into Nophi? Which seems kind of sick.
I doubt it.
same.
Thank you for the sub. And Poppy, The purple hair one, the one all the way on the left-hand side is Digital Darling. Digital Darling, yes. Digital Darling YT. She's
VT.
live on VT. Why does it say YT? It looks like YT. VT. Okay, I'm just blind. I'm just a blind bitch. Yeah. Let me put her link in the chat for you, Poppy.
Lumi
Let's
struggles.
see. I am. My vision is really bad, actually.
It's just
Let's see.
it's. I really hate that this entire situation even happened in the first place.
I mean,
Well, it was bound
it's
to
like
happen eventually.
unfortunately
Yeah, I'm not
at this
surprised it happened.
at this point it's commonplace now that smaller agencies are just gonna be 9 times out of 10 shitty as hell.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
scams,
VTubers are the
or
current boom, bubble going boom or whatever, and people are wanting to get on top of that. They want to take advantage of the starry-eyed people that want to make it big, and then just
Mhm.
take them for all they're worth, not really caring what they're doing to their
That's,
talents.
Yeah, and
Amen.
it's like the barrier to entry for VTubing is now underground, so it's easy for people to get into this and easy to, you know, string people along of, hey, sign your life away and we'll make you that anime girl you really want to be.
Right.
I'm already that anime girl. You can't trick me.
I'm already that
Goddamn
bitch
right.
with latex and a hacker queen a style aesthetic. I don't need anything more than that.
I was a little bit more
See?
than I was offered, but sure.
I'm
I will
surprised I made
admit,
it this far.
some larger VTubers have probably contributed to that by trying to make it look like a really glamorous lifestyle.
I mean, isn't that most
It's
content
just
creators?
Yeah, that's just kind of inherent to being large creators in general. You're going to have a lot more of that money, and it kind of coagulates, so to speak. It's
No, I get that, but I think it's scummy when they do it too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but everything sucks. All forms of entertainment and things that are quote unquote easy or people make to look easy. Like, hey, you can do this. Buy my tutorial. $400 a month,
Oh, anybody
and
that
you
does that
too
is
can be a
scamming.
millionaire.
I've seen so many VTubers like spend money for special services, and like, no, you're a scam.
Yeah, all that
That's a
information is
scam.
already out there for free. Come on.
Honestly. It's like
All
who do
right,
they think they're kidding right now?
I don't know.
all
There's a
right.
lot of very popular VTubers that pull that.
Oh yeah.
Some real Darman shit going on.
All right,
Darman's the one that does that, right?
let's get
What,
back on
Darman
topic
does
before I
wifey
smack you into the ground.
Oh snap!
All right, we already agreed to an early graduation and peaceful terminate. Oh wait, did we already read this? Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
read this
we're
part.
at the condition terms.
The
The
conditions and
condition-
terms are as follows. The graduation announcement will be posted within 2 months, preferably during November. She can choose whether to hold a graduation stream or not after the announcement. She can choose to return to her old identity after the contract terminates. However, she mentioned that she might not return to her old identity at this point in the discussion. I don't see why she would. I mean,
I don't know.
thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the gifted sub.
All right, first major breach. Athy then willingly involved in activities that can be expected to damage the company's operation and stability within the company. Her actions could cause more unwanted damage as a direct result.
Like
This
hiring a
involvement
minor.
wasn't called for simply these reasons. The activities she was involved in are not directly related to Athy. The contract would naturally absolve without the need to participate in this event, as we have already agreed upon the peaceful termination.
In accordance, you want me to read this next part? Or you want to keep going?
I'll read the rest of this and then you can read second major breach.
Bet.
In accordance with her action, we issued a formal notice informing her of the possibility of a contract breach. Since this is a formal notice, we had to include the potential outcome of being unable to comply with our request, as breaching contracts usually come with legal liability. Our request was as follows: apologize for the mistake she made, inform the parties involved that she won't be involved anymore, and will ask for a peaceful leave. That's all we ask for to continue our peaceful termination process and to forgive the damage she may have caused. Unfortunately, she did not comply, and believing this was a threat, she chose to lawyer up and refuse to discuss it with us further.
Smart. Lawyer up.
Smart.
Mhm.
Yeah, lawyer up. Smart decision. So are you telling me that they're gonna try and pin, like, what sounds this to me is they're gonna try to pin interaction with a minor on freaking Athy? That's what it sounds like to me.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm kind of
Sounds
getting
like
the
something they
vibes
might
that
do.
it's like a lot of look at how bad you're acting towards the company and how damaging to our reputation your statement is when AkioAIR themselves did worse to themselves.
Exactly.
Pointing fingers. Love it.
I
We
know.
love when they point at fingers. Second major breach. Since the discussion has gone quiet, she has decided to resume contacting the company once again, inquiring whether she could peacefully terminate the contract or not. She informed us that she didn't want to be Athena anymore and hoped we would get back to her in a week about this inquiry. However, since she had not complied with the previous requests in a timely manner, we were considering other options that could be offered as an alternative for a peaceful termination. She then, on the next day, without notice, decides to announce at her own discretion without asking us she will no longer be associated with AkioAIR. She will start posting content on her old Athena Nightingale channel. This clearly violates our agreement. By announcing disassociation, one can reasonably expect this would damage the company deeply. Announcing she would be posting on her old channel without the contract being terminated in the first place is not only simply a conflict of interest, but also violates our terms in disallowing publishing content related to Athy on non-AkioAIR operated channels. Our initial proposal for peaceful termination asked for such an announcement to be published only in November. What the fuck?
So I actually somebody brought this up during one of our streams, but I actually mentioned this. It's actually very abnormal for VTuber companies to have these stipulations that you can't stream anywhere else under a different identity.
No.
Yeah, the
Because like the only two
exclusivity
real
is
big
weird.
examples you have are VShojo, which everybody literally streams as their alternate identity because they keep all of the rights to everything in VShojo. And HoloLive, which we have proof with Mori that they don't prevent them from using their alternate identities, and they never
Mhm.
have. So that alone is
Exactly.
already like kind of sus. Like I don't know why you have these weird non-competes. That doesn't really work with anonymous digital people.
Especially if you're smart
Okay.
about it.
Well, also you could make an argument that like if I'm active on my personal Facebook, I'm technically competing as a personality. There is an argument to be made there. You can't really do a non-compete for something like this.
Mhm.
Maury did stream in an alternate reality, in an alternate identity. She was someone different through HoloLive, but ended up being Maury Calliope when she basically went to another company.
I
Oh
mean,
no,
she
Mori doesn't have another company. She's an independent creator.
Oh, she's indie
yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Maury?
I
No,
thought she
no,
was.
no, no.
No, Mori
No.
Calliope works for HoloLive, but
Yeah.
she still produces her indie content through Demon Dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's
They
A lot
even
of
Oh, I
let
people
thought
don't
her
she
know
was
that, but it's very
producing.
easy. It's very easy to figure out.
I
Mhm.
thought she was doing. I thought she was doing stuff with VSojo.
No.
What?
Maury? No.
No.
Are you thinking of Hinya?
No, I was thinking of Maury
Kason?
Calliope.
The horse girl.
Yeah, horse
Yeah,
girl.
that they actually gave her a cowboy outfit. That
A cowboy outfit and a car.
she even referenced it with the car. She's like, I
She
have to
was-
have a car because of what you guys have done.
She was understandably
Thanks for the
upset.
follow.
Like, I get it. I get it.
Now Kelly's friends with Mouse. I mean, what corporal VTubers aren't just friends with each other? Honestly, I don't see any of them openly hating each other because that's bad for business.
Yeah,
Oh,
because like every public creator is essentially a coworker, so to speak. You want to
Yeah.
remain on good
Mhm.
terms with as many as you can.
Hello
Means you can't
Live
hate
does
on
seem
any
to
of the
have
big
some sort of
people.
non-compete agreement. There's a reason why Raiden can't stream with his orc avatar. I don't know who that is. I don't pay attention to Corpo, so Mizu is the all-knowing of that shit.
Like I said, all I know is Mori is not only still allowed to use her old identity, but actively does use her old identity.
I mean,
Still
didn't
makes
she
music
just go
under it,
on
too.
tour with
Mousy. Didn't she go on tour with
No.
Mousy?
Not that I heard of.
with Fake Type. She just went on tour with Fake Type.
Yeah, she works with Fake Type a lot, and she even got Fake Type to work with HoloLive. She made they made Krone's song.
Yep.
Kind of off topic, but point
All right.
made.
We ready to keep going?
Yes.
There was no emergency or any reasonable cause where this announcement has to be announced now or not later, which would simply result in a peaceful termination. Of course, as any other breach, we want to seek a peaceful solution. Jason was asked to contact Athy regarding handling the damage caused by her reckless action. She was informed of the following. Company legal was unhappy with such a serious breach since this is already a second violation, and she had shown no remorse for the second at the time. She was
Company
informed if
legal.
no... She was
I'm sure it's like
informed...
2 guys in a back room. They don't have a
Right,
company legal, or they would have hired Nophi.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Nick,
Mhm.
quote unquote, legal.
Legal is just
Um,
Nick on Twitter or whatever.
Wait, is he?
Oh my
the
god.
Nick legal. Dude, the
Nick
fact that he had to put
legal.
Nick and then in parentheses legal was still some bullshit.
Oh my god, it was so professional. Didn't you buy it?
Right?
I'm telling you, Nick has to be the Chat GPT bot that they used.
I mean, he's probably to be the charitable one here. He's probably a real person. It's like this is mentioned in the public document, yeah. Who this Nick guy?
Oh, no,
He was in the comments.
Yeah,
He was just
in.
comment.
It was
Yeah,
one of
just a
AkioAIR's
comment.
official tweets the only response to somebody when Nophi was announced. And it was just like this tweet from AkioAIR that was like, "We checked with the legal stuff. It's all good. Trust me, bro. Nick from legal."
It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. My mom said we could do it.
Oh my goodness.
All right, where was I? She was informed if no action was taken on her end, we would consider this intentional and legal action could ensue. We wanted to find a solution to stop the damage, from spreading further, which would also minimize any liability she would be responsible for, which is in the interest of both parties. Thankfully, she complied with our request to delete the announcement, and she was fully informed that this action was a direct violation of the contract and shouldn't be taken lightly. However, she intends to use this breach that she caused and asks that subsequent compliance be part of the settlement request for peaceful termination, demanding us to give her a full list of what she needs to comply with, to which we explained. We are unable to provide exact details since we are unsure of what extent this damage has caused at that moment and what measures are required to hopefully rectify the situation. She demanded we provide the details and the contract needed to peacefully terminate the contract within 2.5 days. Given the time frame, it is hard to draft a legal document on such short notice, not counting that we're preparing for debut and a lot of materials need to be remade and handled too. You know, it's really funny because y'all can write a 7-page thing about an announcement to save your asses, but you can't take the time to write a 2-page legal document.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems kind of sketchy to me. Because didn't they immediately post this like literally the day after she made that announcement?
Yeah,
You
the
don't
day after.
understand. It's a school night. Nick from Lee.
Nick had to work. We couldn't translate their high school text into Chat GPT.
You know what? Nick is probably actually Jason's like nephew or something.
Oh my god!
His VTuber model.
Maybe.
And yeah, like, just a reminder, this 7-page manifesto is only about responding to Athy's statement.
It's
Yeah.
exactly. It's literally a document to defame Athy when they could have spent the time they took writing this to write a termination. Like
Yeah.
to write an actual termination contract.
But they
Hey,
didn't have time
any-
to write.
They didn't have
Anyone
time to
in
write it. It
chat?
was a school night.
Anyone in any of our chats, if you guys see anything interesting on Reddit or 4chan, take screenshots and at me on Twitter so I can collect them. Thank
Always
you, love
remember
you.
chat.
Mwah.
Always take screenshots and always
From
put stuff
4chan?
into what's it called? Archive.is. Always archive stuff, chat. It's important.
Yep.
And if you are
Because-
taking
Lovely
screenshots,
tool.
try to keep the date in there of when it was posted. That helps a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of something Murray sent me. Hold on.
Good
I
old
gotta
Murray.
open it. Because he gave me a website.
Nick was secretly a worm crawling on the keyboard, my chat says.
Perfect. Let's see, where is it? Murray, where's your shit? I got tagged in too many things today. Oh my god.
That's because shit keeps coming out like fucking wildfire. Like
I'm glad
everyone
you-
knows everyone knows you got the scoop, Lumi. They trust
But-
you.
The fact that they're now like, huh, should I at Rev? Should I at False? No, this random mermaid. I got her.
This random mermaid on Twitch. Let's fucking go. She got it covered.
I trust this mermaid with my whole chest.
Listen, mermaids are totally safe. They can sing,
Yeah,
right?
mermaids don't lure you into, rocks to your death. It's great. They can 100% be trusted.
No, that's my job.
They produce the best battle
All right, open image. Oh, it's so small. Can I zoom in? Okay, where's this parody account?
Parody
Because
account. Wait, what?
no, somebody, I guess who is originally a parody account, took a screenshot of the deleted graduation announcement.
Oh, that's right. Didn't they
Uh,
delete
shit.
this?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, no,
God.
they Akio literally forced her to delete it.
Yep. Let's see, where's
The
it?
number of VTuber agencies run by people who don't know how to operate a business is too high. To be fair, most
All right,
VTubers
wait,
don't know how to operate a business, so
Most
True.
this kind of
YouTubers in
comes with the
general don't.
territory.
There we go. This was posted on
Honestly.
Archive.
I don't know how to run a business. I just kind of wing it.
Okay, so
Could you share
this
the link,
was
Lumi?
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, did you send it?
Yep, I'm doing it right now. There you guys go.
Danke.
Most VTubers don't know what work or contract is either. Yes, honestly, because most VTubers like to start out as soon as they have a big boy job.
Oh, I saw this. I remember this. Athena Athy Nightingale deleted her graduation tweet. Do you know who's responsible for this? I do. It's League of Legends. If Jason played one more game of League with a girl, he'd ascend to fish level and get Chinese funding from X. This would save AkioAIR, but now it's due.
Thanks for the follow. I remember seeing this, but then I was like, oh, this must be something else, but it wasn't.
I thought it was just a
No,
shit post, but no. God damn. Internet detective
No.
W.
I freaking lost it when I read that. I absolutely freaking lost it.
Yeah, I thought it was fake because like it was mostly the maybe a new outfit, ooh woo. But yeah,
I like
Cheever-
how the account's name is Don Walton Schizobot, and then their tag is Schizobot AI.
That's where you get all your good news sources, right? Or at least that's how
Yeah,
you teach yourself to write apologies.
Right?
How dare.
All right, are we ready to keep reading this poor excuse of a response?
Unfortunately.
Yep.
We offered the same procedure, the first proposal of a peaceful termination that both parties have agreed upon previously. She said it would be too long for her and then demanded that 3 days be her limit. If requests were not met, she threatened that she would have no choice but to believe Jason was manipulating her and threatening her with legal action to his own benefit, because he was. She insisted that fixing this problem she first caused in the first place. No. Now we all know in this call that is bullshit. Akio
Yeah.
dug their own grave.
So goddamn
Should be-
professional. Adding that in
I know,
parentheses.
right? I know, right? Which should be enough for settlement, and we would give her and not press any legal action against her. Creating a problem and then providing a solution to the problem doesn't seem very ethical. In short, Athy posted an announcement without our consent, caused damage, fixed part of it, and demanded a near impossible request for us to comply in order for her to fix the damage she caused in the first place.
What the?
Wait.
What kind?
What did they say her requests were?
That she get that she get the combination, that 3 days be her limit. She said it would be too, like, the November, waiting till November would be too long for a peaceful
Send
termination.
chat.
So, like, that's literally all they're saying she was asking for, and why they're
Yeah.
declining it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but all right. So
more
we really
more
tried
example
our
of
best.
why you need a lawyer with you when signing a contract for an agency. Oh my god, please.
Yeah.
Mhm. We really tried our best to help her rectify her mistakes and provide a reasonable solution a normal person can easily comply with. Our request was simple. Let's figure out how to fix the damage first, then we can talk about a peaceful termination. She declined, as somebody fucking should, stating that she would only fix the damage if we offered a peaceful termination within 3 days.
Oh my
Yikes.
god.
Anybody want to read the final breach, the final major breach part?
I got it. Let's do this. All right. Final major breach. The final major breach comes from the recent announcement. Unfortunately, most are defamatory and potentially slanderous. Hopefully, we can clarify most of the accusations here. We offered resources in the past in order to grow her channel, including the following: licenses for mixing program. Athy requested the company for the purchase as she likes to mix songs in her hobby on the way to work. While it's not directly related to VTubing, she told us that she can mix her own song and offer to help the gen mates. Therefore, we agreed. Despite receiving little to no returns as initially anticipated, we didn't discontinue the license.
Oh, you poor babies. You didn't get any immediate returns.
Poor babies, you couldn't exploit your talents for free work. Aw, that sucks.
Invest a huge sum of money to promote her cover songs, including Ghost. What the fuck is that song name?
Lacrimosa?
Lacrimosa.
Lacrimosa. I don't listen to much music.
What advertisement?
And other covers. During the promotion period for Ghost, her channel grew as a result and made us interested in investing more. Offering a 2.0 model as an incentive for her to stream more regularly. Offering to release cover songs. Okay, releasing a cover song every single month is a lot of fucking work. What the hell?
That
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
no-
lot of work. You're talking
How
to a
often
music
does-
producer. Like, mixing one song usually takes about a month and a half to perfect, because you have to go in, fix problems with the track. You have to go into the audio, fix the audio, like mix different files for the audio. It takes a lot of work, and for someone to expect 1 month, like, because that's like not only that. So figure you have a week to like finish the song. You're not gonna finish the animation or any of the stuff within a month.
Yeah.
I like how they make
No,
it sound like they're doing
animated
her a favor by
Oh.
allowing her to produce them one song a month.
While not paying
Man.
her on time.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
sound
let's
like
see.
listen to how it sounds. It sounds like they're being like, we are so nice and generous for allowing her to make these songs in her free time.
as
Yeah.
a nurse.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand
Mhm.
what you're talking about. What are you doing for her in this?
This sounds like a prison contract than a VTuber contract.
See, offered to release cover songs every month, but was rejected by Athy herself as she claimed it would be unable she would be unable to perform again due to mental health issues from her workplace outside of AkioAIR at the time. I could only fucking imagine. Okay, nurse. There is, one, COVID's still around. She's a pediatric
Yeah,
nurse. Children. Anything to do with children would make anyone's mental health go into the fucking sinker.
exactly. You have to see sick kids, like sick, sometimes even sick adults for pediatric. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot even imagine how, like, what this adult goes through.
Just
It's a goddamn hard fucking job to do. And I
Yeah.
get wanting to go the corporate route of like trying to make an escape of maybe I can make this my career, and then you end up at AkioAIR. God, I feel bad for Athy.
okay. So someone in my chat said she went on a hiatus for a few weeks after a mental breakdown after one of her child patients died randomly.
Mm,
Oh, yeah, that
understandable.
does kind of suck.
Yeah.
But
Let's
how's that
see.
cover song doing?
A chibi model, and they offered a chibi model made only per her request.
Now, I think that's
These,
bullshit.
Where's that even
um,
come from?
okay, someone said AkioAIR better be careful. 4chan has wind of this. Oh boy, can't wait to see what 4chan
Yeah,
says.
somebody in my chat had said that one of the posts from VT was ruin your company and your reputation just for a chance to play Overwatch and League with mentally ill young girls that you preyed on.
Yikes.
A
Yikes.
sample of what 4chan thinks.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be the war on 4chan. I think that'll probably be our last part. The war from 4chan versus AkioAIR.
I don't know how to navigate 4chan, so I am leaving that up to my audience to take screenshots for me.
Right, same here, guys. If y'all find anything on 4chan, let me know.
Chat, what am I supposed to do?
Jeez, my chat. Maybe think of the dead child so the cover is extra emotional. AkioAIR probably.
Oh my god.
I would have definitely.
Give it that real personal feeling.
All
What
right,
the?
where were we?
What? Hold on. One of the rules they had there was that death of patients shouldn't affect work. I don't know if that's a normal rule or
Wait,
not.
what?
I think that that's just mostly in the medical field where it's like, you
I'm
can't
sorry.
have an emotional breakdown and stuff because of one bad thing. You kind of got to shake that off on your own.
I'm sorry. Did you say
It's-
death of patients?
Yeah.
I honestly I can kind of understand that in the nursing environment
Yeah.
because it's not just one person you're taking care of. And yeah, you're going to need time to mourn, but you kind of have higher priorities in the moment while you're on shift, unfortunately. Nature of the job.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, let us continue here. Okay. Please do note that investment with Athy has been particularly hard because she takes irregular breaks that may eliminate any benefits from resulting in the investment.
Oh,
While she
why
claims
is
the
she taking
company
them
does
breaks?
Yeah,
while she claims
why?
the company does not
Maybe
help her grow, there's nothing we could have done for the talents if they chose not to stream on a regular basis and had to take weeks, if not months, of hiatus. Dude, she's a fucking nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god.
Still work around that and schedule to make content that will draw eyes during the time of that hiatus.
Exactly.
It sounds like they just
Exactly.
want her to be a live streamer, which of course you're going to have horrible growth if you're taking irregular breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
mm,
man. This whole thing is fucking mess. Regarding payment, our payments are not paid by the month, but per talent request to save off transaction fees and cumbersome process that international transactions may ensue. While we ha- while we
Don't
have
pair.
reminded Athy multiple times that we are request based, we agree that even if it saves everyone some fees and trouble, talent may feel like the last payment was forever ago. However, we must admit there were hiccups in the beginning. The tax revenue agency here sometimes had issues with us simply because our business model is considered relatively new and rare, especially with some rather new influencer tax policies. We also admit
What?
that sometimes
Yikes.
international transactions take up more time due to time zone differences and bank requests for clarifications, which we often explain to our talents, and it is indeed a slow and cumbersome process that may feel unresponsive. What?
So they're not going to pay them regularly, just at the worker's requests? That's what I understood from that last spiel.
Yes.
Hmm.
Fine, then I want payment. I want payment 24/7, 365
It's
every
so
day.
weird. Okay, I have never heard of a request-based pay.
Yeah, me either. That sounds so shady. I have heard of influencer taxes, though.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I've never heard of that.
That
I
just
mostly
seems
just
like
know about Canadian law, so which is hardly nothing that I know of. But I do know if you stay as like an independent creator, you'd be categorized as an independent contractor, and then that can take a large portion of what you take home as what you have to pay for tax.
Yeah, I know. Like fucking words. I know that like when we were having our last stream and talking about the whole strike thing, streamers are independent contractors. We're not in any unions and shit. So like we had a whole discussion on that a few days ago.
I actually talked
So
about
yeah.
that earlier today.
Oh nice. Yeah, it's like it's a with VTubing, it's the exact same thing as other social media influencers, except we're just anime and cute.
Yeah, we just have an
Yeah.
anime picture over us.
and some of us even have pretty bizarre like things that go around us, but that make us unique. Like
Yeah.
for example, my friend is a boof kitty. They're literally a cat made of weed.
Okay, I love that. A
I was not
boof
aware of this.
kitty.
Yeah, I have a friend. Her Twitch is Alweo Boof Kitty. I was actually chill. She was actually chilling in my stream earlier, and she's literally a cat made of weed. She's weed cat.
That
Nice.
sounds like something my friend Cream would vibe with.
You take rectally. They
Her-
can hear you. You do know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that-
clip that.
Yeah, you just hear really far in the background, like that's something you take rectally.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, no, I'm very sorry. This is a very serious conversation, and you
No,
can
you're
hear
fine.
that in the background. That's my
We-
roommate.
we need a little laugh in this bullshit, so that's fine.
Yeah, I like to spread light on the dark times. Laughter is a
Alright,
coping mechanism.
Oh yes. Let's see. We sincerely apologize for the payment issues that have occurred over the last few. This is a few month issue.
Oh
Ew.
God.
Yeah, it's
Why
talking
would
about
they
Athy, who's
take-
been working for them for at least over a year.
You
She's
can't
one of
say
the-
this is a
Years.
recent issue and then in the same breath be like, so this has been going on for a couple months.
Right? Wasn't Athy a Gen 1?
Yep, she's a
Yep.
Gen 1. She's been working with them for 2 years now.
Yikes.
Let's see.
They aren't paying enough
Oh,
in transaction fees are a serious concern.
Yeah.
Given the size of the business, I actually don't doubt that.
Hold on.
Let's see.
My mic levels. Can you guys still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm just trying to make sure noise suppression's on Discord, so like y'all don't have to hear the background stuff going on.
They're all
Who doesn't
good.
want to hear the peanut gallery?
Okay.
Oof.
Their HP doesn't refill, thank God.
International
we're the peanut
transactions,
gallery.
time zone differences, and bank authorizations slowed the payment process and have caused misunderstandings that the company has not paid the talents. That being said, we would like to clarify that all the payments that were requested have all delivered, and starting from season 2, we have requested the bank to enable features to allow us to streamline the process a lot faster and more directly with the bank whenever issues arise. And we decide to opt for monthly payouts after season 2 as it may encourage the talents better. You should have done monthly payouts from the fucking get. Oh, look at this last little aside in the fucking in regards to Nophi's status. We have never intended to hide her age within the company. Nophi often tells others about it while introducing herself. Given the frequent interaction Athy had with Nophi when Athy returned from the hiatus and turned down the termination offer, it's beyond reasonable doubt that such a conversation would have occurred. After consulting with Nophi, she made it clear that such information was provided, albeit a long time ago. They're pulling this shit right out their fucking ass.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
going
I'm sorry
straight
for
to
a
the
moment.
he
What did I
said, she
miss?
said stuff.
And
And I guess we'll
also,
have to
you
wait
know,
till Nophi's statement to actually find out.
yeah.
What's going on here? Some VTuber corpo drama that we've covered twice before. This is part 3, electric Trilugaloo.
That's new. I've never heard that
Yeah,
before.
we are going in chronological order for these statements. So no fees is gonna be one of the last ones we go through.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yes,
that is.
it's
Well,
Walker
have
2.0.
you Flutter, have you heard of the situation going on with Princess Nophi and AkioAIR? Because that's what we're covering right now.
How to kill your company for Overwatch. Man, it's like, okay, that should have been the first 2 red flags. League of Legends and Overwatch.
Oh,
Close.
hey, I play League of Legends and Overwatch. What the
I'm
fuck?
I'm
Well,
so
you're not
sorry
in a
for your
company
poor
yet, so-
choices.
What's the joke with Overwatch? I'm confused.
It's
It's
made by
about
Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard.
Okay. What's the joke?
Blizzard sucks.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
the joke.
It's not very deep.
And yeah.
People that play Overwatch have a very high likelihood to have played League in the past.
Yep.
I see. See,
That
I've not
doesn't
played either of
surprise me.
them, so I feel like I have fresh taste.
Do you want to read contradictions or would you like me to?
I'll read contradictions. I can do that. I can read contradictions and conclusion. I don't mind reading both.
Okay.
All right, so contradictions, everybody. At the end of 2022, Athy informed us that she would like to terminate the contract early due to mental health issues. We acknowledged this and offered her to graduate in March after her hiatus. However, she later came back to the company and stated that she had recovered and would be able to return to streaming, therefore canceling the graduation process. She apologized for making such a decision, wanting to do her best with her main job, and appreciated that we offered her such an opportunity to continue working at AkioAIR. This contradicts the current statement in multiple ways. She was offered to leave peacefully more than once already, which she never took. She declined and opted to continue her journey with us. Sounds like you're just trying to cover your tracks for being an awful company.
Mm-hmm.
Conclusion. During her career, she was offered 2 opportunities to leave peacefully without any consequences. She rejected one and did not want to wait for the other, even though she was already on hiatus on a regular basis. Even when she breached the contract, which we had the ground to ask for liability, we asked only for an apology and owning up to her mistake, which she refused over and over again, leaving us the option of informing her that we would take legal action as a last resort. It was not a threat, but the only option we had left, hoping she would cooperate until the final moment. An
Yeah, it
announcement
was a
of
threat.
yeah, it really was a threat. Let's just be honest.
I have
Until
to
the
keep
final.
reminding myself that we like they're just really bad at writing this garbage because I feel like we've covered the exact same thing about 6 times now. Like, they
Yeah.
just keep
Honestly,
repeating themselves over and over again.
they're literally they've already put a whole basket of arrows in their foot. They've shot their foot so many times that foot literally needs to be amputated.
They aimed for the foot and hit their neck. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It bounced off the ground and went back up.
Heck of a ricochet.
Until the final moment, an announcement of quiver, not basket, Digi. Thank you, Zarak. Until the final moment, an announcement of defamatory and slander was made, which usually is the point of no return. That being said, we are willing to forgive her actions. We believe Athy is a kind person at heart. However, often her careless action has caused others to suffer as the consequences of her actions may have not been intentionally done. Sometimes pressure forces people to make irrational options, and we all know this. Just like the second breach, we are willing to forgive Athy for the third time for this situation. We are willing to drop any lawsuit against them once again and opt for a peaceful resolution. As long as she apologizes sincerely publicly, we will not pursue any legal action against Athy. Bruh, you do not need to bold that.
And I love that they add the qualifier sincerely and publicly. Like, she could make any possible statement and they could still say, yeah, that wasn't sincere. We don't believe you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or they could just
so-
let the
it's
nurse live her
so-
life.
Yeah,
heard about
it's
that, Akio?
honestly, it's honestly, it's so bullshit. Honestly, it's so bullshit.
I've actually seen a business do that before. Be like, or like the contract stipulated sincere apology, and we don't believe it was sincere enough.
Are
Also,
you
the way that this
serious?
is written,
Yeah,
the way
there are
this shit is
businesses that
written,
have
I
used that
just
before.
it's so stupid. And
I
also,
would
like,
never
just,
agree to that.
Honestly,
it's like reading all this shit out loud. It doesn't seem like a person actually fucking wrote this.
it
They
does seem like
definitely
they
didn't
used-
have a lawyer double check their terminology.
Yeah, or grammar.
right.
Fuck.
Man, and they could have used today's sponsor.
So what's
No,
that
I'm
one
not
that all the
sponsored.
lawyers do
I'm
a
not
sponsor for?
sponsored.
Not
The
sponsored.
the signing one that all the lawyers take sponsors for, the e-sign document or whatever.
Yes, Grammarly. I will use Grammarly for any post that I make.
This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Sarat.
I read something recently about a new Japanese law that's good. Yeah. Okay. So we can talk about that that new Japanese law another time, but basically any mangaka and independent contractors can no longer use aliases. They have to use their first and last name, and all of that is going to be public information that people can just search up on a whim.
Which is
Yeah.
Oh,
going to
that's
be
a
very
genius
bad
idea.
Honestly, I wish this stream was sponsored by NordVPN. Maybe we wouldn't have so many fucking breaches of data in these stories if it wasn't for NordVPN.
I like Surfshark myself.
Yes. Otherwise we'd be forced to clear our names. What do you mean clear your names in the courtroom? What the fuck? Dude, that is an active threat.
It
Yeah,
is.
they wanna intimidate so that they don't actually have to go through with this. I'm willing to bet they might not win.
They would not win. They already breached their own contract by hiring a minor. Like, they already fucking lost that.
Mm-hmm.
They already lost that lawsuit the minute they made the announcement. Hey, that's pretty dope, Arky. Glad to hear that you got your new PC. All right, so we have been willing to invest. We have been willing to invest heavily in our talents, given that they follow the foundations that allow us to do so. Whether it's simply by following the contract or recording covers to make it into a promotion campaign to promote them. Our contract is very flexible.
Are you good?
You wanna live?
Contract very flexible.
Are you
Now,
dying?
can I get Can I get some bullshit? And easy to comply with, asking for no minimal streaming time and allowing breaks whenever they post, whenever they needed it to be in a mental. It's 11/11. Make a wish. I wish this Nophi situation would fucking end already. That's my 11/11 wish. I no longer want to have to cover AkioAIR. It's so bad.
I don't know. I hope we get at least one
Thank you
more
for the
week.
follow.
Get at least one more week. Honestly,
free
yeah, that'd be pretty
content.
cool.
It is free
It
content.
is free content, yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Asking for no minimal streaming. Wait, our contract is very flexible and easy to comply with. Asking for no minimal streaming time and allowing breaks whenever they need it, be it a mental health issue, family issue, or simply having to focus on other priorities. We have privately saw multiple contract terminations without cause because the other party did minimal damage, showing that a lawsuit is the last and desperate option we would choose to perform. We only ask people not engage in reckless behavior, leak information, and make decisions to their own advantage without consideration of the other party. We believe that VTubers are
Where's 2 hours?
Akin.
Is that supposed to be akin?
I think it's supposed to be
Akin?
akin. Yeah,
Akin
VTubers are akin
to
to an investment relationship.
where the contract ensures that the investment doesn't go to waste or be taken away. We believe that contracts are the foundation of corporate VTubing and is what makes it possible for companies to invest in a person to develop their career. Without a contract, anyone can do whatever they want, malicious or not, making investments impossible. Therefore, we kindly ask you to understand our instance on honoring a contract. If anyone can breach a contract multiple times without consequences, as we are discouraged by the public from doing anything, it raises concern about the efficiency and significance of contracts. Within the VTuber industry, if contracts lack enforceability, it prompts questioning why we uphold them at all. Athy is a wonderful talent, and we hate to see her go. Every time she has breached the contract, we always offered a peaceful option. Hopefully, this time we can finally breach an amicable solution where we don't have to fend for ourselves in a legal battle.
And
I
finishing it
sincerely-
off
For
with reminding
yourself.
that legal action is on the table.
I
Man.
just love how many times they say we don't want to go the legal route, but then
But
they
it's an
constantly
option.
bring up how we're totally going to have to go the legal route.
We don't want
I
to, but
like-
we will.
I like all of the fucking comments that we're getting underneath this post. Do y'all have children as management as well, or just your talent? Pay them monthly. It's not that hard. My God, y'all are a joke of an agency, and attack and victim blaming is all this is. Exactly. I like how Takahata, you guys know Takahata 101. Takahata's pretty,
Yeah.
known. He posted
Yeah.
this GIF. He posted a GIF underneath it.
Not a
Of
good
like,
look,
oh.
Akio.
And I see you were tagged in this, Lumi. Did you
Yes.
check this? LMFAO. Anyways, hopefully Athy will be doing well. Fucking Cothium. The copium here. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see how many more replies we get with this. They probably had an issue with you because not having proper net 30 or quarterly payment for your talents may appear like a lack of pay stub, by the way.
Because that okay, it's like, oh, if any of these talents are located in the US, the IRS is going to be all over your fucking ass.
Oh,
Honestly.
I fucking expect Jason to be investigated after this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he 100% will. Also, anyone know Pingu? They commented, speedrunning to get the lowest reputation as a company is definitely the most wild Guinness World Record I've seen, but pop off.
God.
Yep. They Akio looked at Wactor and said, "Hold my beer."
Damn. And then so cynical professional V mommy says, "Damn, that's crazy. I ain't reading all that. Good for you, or not sorry that it happened. Hope the kid is worth it for your upcoming Kids Pop nomination."
Man, I love Cynical. He's funny. Oh,
Cynical
man.
is so good. I love Cynical so much. What other gems do we have here? Just stop talking. You literally make it worse for yourselves every time you open your mouths. Y'all ain't beating the human resources allegations after not being able to beat the child worker allegations. Yikes. This man really chose to ignore the debuts of the talents. Got a big "on God, I ain't do that shit" statement.
You guys should have named this document victimblaming.pdf. I've never seen so many contradictions in one announcement.
Ooh, okay. So someone sent me an archive version of some of these screenshots that False got his little hands on.
Oh, we
Ooh.
got screenshots that a false got his grubby little hands on.
Yes, his little raccoon fingers were all over it, but I got him now.
His
Well, I got
little
some.
raccoon fingers were all over it.
Yes.
All my homies hate false. We hate false around here.
Currently
That
taking
was a weird thing to
AkioAIR's
come back
example
to.
while creating my Vtuber guide as a what not to do list. True. Yeah. Avoid
AkioAIR Delulu posting once again.
And I will put this post there so we can all have it up.
Oh.
I know.
Yes.
I wish she would have made them public. I want my hands on them. False shouldn't be the only one to be able to report on it.
Yeah, stop giving
Honestly.
false
So
stuff,
wait.
guys.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
so
Are these
boring.
the
Nobody
are
likes
these
him.
Yeah.
the screenshots?
Yeah, instead give
This
Briley
just
some of the
in,
stuff.
I'm
Briley
under
actually... Alright, so what do we got here? What did you send us in this tweet? What is this? Holy fucking bejeebus.
See
Why
my
is it not
need
following
window.
through with the link?
I feel
Oh,
like we need a
shit.
Jason clip.
Alright, so we got
Oh,
1, 2.
wait.
Alright, so let's read these DMs, shall we?
Let
Holy
me-
fuck.
Give me a sec. I gotta switch to an alternate account. I think I'm
Okay.
blocked by the person who's posted them.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Turn this down.
Hold on, I got ya. I can get
Yeah,
a link
yeah,
directly
okay, here
to
we
the
go.
picture. There you go.
No, I'm just stalking. It's cool.
Okay.
Oh no.
Just stalking.
Oh god. Yes, but I am not from... Alright, so we got so what are these screenshots about? So found some of the screenshots on a 4chan archive site. It's super high res and I'd rather not have Twitter compressed to hell. So I'll just link to the image. Okay, so that's what we got. Alright, so yes, but I am not from our country, okay? You cannot compare us. And yes, that's why this is under... So this is 1. This is screenshot 1 out of I think like 7 or 8. So here we go.
I seen on like False's fucking stream that there's a ton of pages of fucking screenshots and little comments from Athy, whatever.
Yikes. Alright, so we got yes, but I'm not from our country, okay? You cannot compare us. And yes, that's why this is under parental control, and so you shouldn't use the eyes of US to judge other cultures. And she was being abused by other companies too.
Okay,
And
so
you-
this he fucking basically admitted that Nophi
Charlotte.
was
This is
Charlotte and
So
was
it's
fucking
confirmed.
Wait, did
she
someone
was
leave the
being
call?
used.
It looks like
did.
Akko stepped out.
Oh, Akio did. Oh, she'll be back.
No, she said
Because
she'd go to bed.
okay, good night, Akio.
Good night, Akko.
Night
The
night.
fact that Jason said she was being abused by other companies too, all but confirms it.
2 also implies that that's what he's doing.
Yes.
Yikes. Yikes.
Oh,
And you shouldn't use the eyes of Taiwanese law to judge. She's Taiwanese! We finally... Ladies and
No.
gentlemen,
No,
we
the
got it.
agency is from Taiwan.
yeah.
Aw, damn.
Jason's from Nophi confirmed in her statement she is from Belgium, and on her account has she labeled herself as 16, so we were correct.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck. Oh,
I didn't know she
fuck.
actually mentioned the country she was from or her actual
Yeah, it's
age.
in her statement. Yep.
Okay, so she is legal age in Belgium then, but not legal age in the United States.
Sort of.
Okay, alright, and you shouldn't use the eyes of Taiwanese law to judge either. About what? Just let her turn 18, man. If she was 18 when she debuted, none of this would have happened. Taiwanese law, only 20 is considered adult. I would have
What
been
does that have to
totally
do with what
fine.
Happy
What does
just
that have to
said?
do?
I don't
Okay,
know.
Taiwanese law, only 20 is considered adult. I would have been totally fine, and don't give me that, oh, she is almost 18 argument. Do you think it's better if we just let her keep getting mistreatment from her previous company, or come under our protection?
Oh my
Under
god,
our
she'd be sent
protection!
first in
my
Indy.
god!
Oh my
Oh my god!
No. It's
Smart
even
man.
worse. It's even worse than we thought.
They're going for the hero angle.
No.
All right, so what do
They're
we
the
got here?
they're the company. They're the guy that tries to rescue the stripper.
Oh my god, that's literally what it's coming up to
Wait.
be.
So where do we got? I think it would have been better to debut her in Gen 3. I totally agree, when she was actually 18, or split the Gen debuts up. I totally agree, Athy. I
Mhm.
think it would have been better to debut her in Gen 3 or split the Gen debut. So she would debut later when she turned 18. She still need a side hustle to earn money. You are basically telling her she can't stream on a PG-13 platform because she's not 18.
She's 16. She doesn't need to worry about a side hustle.
I
That's
mean,
what grocery
paying
stores
for
are
all her
for.
crap.
Oh
Jesus.
man.
But with streamers and Jedmates who do 18 plus content, Jason, I talk about hentai a lot. Okay? You don't have to talk about that in front of her. How can I guarantee she won't see it though? She is my Genmate. How can you guarantee? Hold on, I'm gonna change my voice for each one. This is Jason. How can you guarantee that she won't see more explicit content while browsing the internet? How can I make a conversation with her in future streams if they stream? If they stream, all the streams I do are all age restricted, which is why it is better to publicly announce when she's 18, because now everyone will think a 17-year-old is browsing inappropriate content. Everyone knows kids do that all the time. Okay, but I need to know now. I need to know at this moment what I need to do. No, you can't. It's most likely $10,000 versus $100. And if we decide that $100 is not worthy of chasing, the lawsuit will be dropped. You can't keep making more demands for me and stringing me along. Athy, I'm going to make this clear. I'm here to help you. So don't get sued by company. I don't have to, and you will be served the letter, but I cared, so that's why I'm saying this. I trust you, Jason. It's just you guaranteed to me that this will work out. I can't, Athy. Just like no lawyers will guarantee you they 100% will win/lose a case. I'm just using my knowledge to help you not get sued as much as possible. You can take the help or you can leave it, but I have warned you, leaving it is going to get you sued 100%. And if you are okay with that, then you don't need to follow any helps I provide. I can lower the chance of you being sued, but that's to the extent of what I can help. You
It's
can
not-
observe and ask for a solution to us, but don't do anything on your VTuber account.
It's
How
not
about for non
us. It's not me
He
suing
owns
you.
the
It's the
company.
company suing you. But I own the company. But don't think about that. It's the company suing you. I'm here to protect you. This is literally
Our
what
way
he's
of like
doing.
phrasing all this.
I
This
hate
is
this.
fucking nuts. All right. Shall I keep going?
Yeah, keep going. You don't have to do the voices, but we're gonna read all of this before we move on to the next statement.
All right. How about for non-streaming activities? Like, you tell me. So I won't do anything on my VTuber account, my AkioAIR VTuber account. What about my old channel? Can I still post music and covers there? Don't even do it to your old channel. Any activities regarding your VTuber stuff, stop. Don't do anything. VTuber as in your career as a VTuber, in legal words, anything that can be reasonably expected to affect or relate to VTubing.
What
How
the
long will this
fuck?
restriction last? Until the contract successfully terminates. If you want to do something, ask for permissions.
Yeah, literally completely isolating her until contract is terminated.
Okay, so here sorry, I wasn't trying to do a voice for Athy. I was trying to do my regular voice, but for Jason, because he sounds like a complete fucking idiot, I'll do it for his.
You're all good.
Because some big life changes will be happening. I cannot specify what, but I will be limited for time, and I need to plan ahead. And if I'm going to do anything further, I need to guarantee as to what will happen in return. Or else I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I'm
Fair.
sorry, but the nature of this event prohibits me to provide you a time frame. We could have resolved very long time ago. Like when you first asked to leave with a more precise. Oh fuck. Okay, hello, rate of 15 people. Hi, Aoi. Oh, this is the Boof Kitty I was talking about earlier. Hi,
Hi,
Ari.
Kitty.
Howdy.
Boof
Okay.
Kitty raid. Let's fucking go. Thank you for the raid. We are reading VTuber Corpo drama. So enjoy the show, guys. Get your popcorn because we have a really shitty fucking person.
Okay, so I was just informed that AkioAIR has completely wiped anything of Gen 2 from their website.
What?
Sounds about right.
Big win! Big win! Big win! Okay, hold on. Is it AkioAIR.com? Is that what it is?
I believe so.
I need to see this. I need to fucking see this.
I mean, their company is done.
Yeah.
Their company is done, but I have to see this. Just so I can see the proof. Holy fucking shit.
Man.
It's
live in a
true.
It's literally
Society.
just season 1.
It's true. It's just season 1.
How much of season 1 is even left?
I think there's only
Uh,
4 of them left. Yeah.
Unless we just haven't seen any statements out of them. These are nobody I know. But Athena
This
is
shit
still on the
has
website.
been-
That's funny.
This shit has been everywhere on Twitter. Yeah, this shit has been everywhere on Twitter. Look, you want to see how much statements we've gathered in one single fucking document? We've gathered all of this, all of their people leaving in this one document. And this is DMs between Jason and Athy. Holy what? Another raid? What the fuck? Thank you, Munchkin Zombie, for the raid. Hell invasion. Welcome to VTuber Corpo drama. The more people who are aware, the better. Thank you guys for the.
Oh shit, she died.
That happens.
Did I die?
Yeah,
Did
a
I
little bit.
die?
Can I have your
A
stuff?
little bit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I did not die. We are good. We're good. We're good. All right. So what we're currently going over right now is VTuber Corpo drama. We have the first person who came forward about AkioAIR, and DMs between the CEO and that person. DG, this is my BFF Munchkin. Well, thank you for directing them over here, Aoi. I appreciate it. This is a very important topic, so I'm really glad that we have actually more people that that are coming aware. I must raid and run. I'm sorry. I have company coming. No worries. I'm just happy that you guys are here, honestly. But I love your design. Okay, bye. Bye, Munchkin. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, I was here. I'm sorry, but the nature of this event prohibits me to provide you a time frame. We could have resolved very long time ago, like when you first asked to leave, with a more precise date before you did all of this. I can give you an estimation though. And then Athy said, okay. Jason, within 2 months, we'll give you a list of demands, then for you to safely terminate the contract. And then it's up to you on how long you are going to meet the demands. My redeems are off for the I'm trying to take off redeems right now. I'm so sorry. Arkey, meet the demands. That's not an acceptable timeline, says Athy. Probably not anything too hard, so it's probably 3 months tops. Why would I waste 2 months waiting when I can do it now? I don't understand. I need a list of demands by the end of Wednesday, September 27th, 11:59 p.m. Taiwan Standard Time, please. Otherwise, I will understand that you will be negotiating with me in bad faith. Basically, he is saying pay
Reasonable.
us 100K and we'll let you go scot-free. Okay, so this is what this is. All right, so here we go. But
Yeah,
all
that
I'm
was
saying
at
is
10,000, was it?
it was 100. No, it was 100,000. He wanted
No, it says
100,000
10,000.
K.
The number that I'm seeing is in screenshot number 3. No, you can't. It's most likely 10,000 versus $100.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where
It's-
people are getting 100,000 from.
No,
Very
he said
bottom.
no.
No,
He
from
said
he
100,000
actually
right
Jason
here.
actually
Yeah.
said 100,000 here.
Yeah,
Wait, where?
Very
Right
last
here.
one.
Oh, the very
yeah.
last
It is
one.
extortion.
No, it's number 6. Number 6 is where he's saying it. All
Yep.
right, so but all I'm saying is from the current situation, this is your best move.
Oh.
Whether you choose it is up to you. Resolving scenario 1 if you're going to sue me anyways, because the damage you will be liable is less. How? Because you didn't contain the damage and you'd be sure legal will ask a large sum of money for it. Scenario 1 is your own fault. Fix your fault first, then our company can talk about resolving the contract. Resolving the contract is my incentive to fix the quote-unquote fault. Or if you want, pay us something like $100,000. That'll also be a very convincing argument and they'll drop the case immediately.
What the fuck?
It's not an
What
argument.
the
It's a
Just bribe
bribe.
us. Just bribe us and you
This is
can walk
bribe
away.
us.
As
Just
Lilling
bribe us and walk
said
away.
in my, just like Lilling said in my chat, this is extortion.
Literally.
This is literally extortion.
But I'm not a legal expert, so it's allegedly extortion.
Yeah,
It's allegedly literally extortion.
we're just saying funny words that sound like they make sense.
Right? Yeah, we're totally lying about this. About extortion. Yeah, the proof is like right here on screen for you guys to see. This totally isn't VTuber extortion, you know? It's totally
No.
not.
Definitely
You know what-
not at all.
All right,
He
so where
faked
are we
for
going?
clout.
So where's the next one? Athy. So please give me a list by Wednesday, but you keep insisting a time frame I can't provide you, or this will prove that you have been in bad faith with negotiations. Okay, Athy, let me ask you a question then. How am I going to explain this without sounding threatening? By not threatening
What?
me? You can start there. Jesus. Jason,
Man.
hell, it's not like I can say, yeah, we won't sue you. That's not factual. That would be lying. You want me to lie to you? Okay, how about this? I'm pretty much your only lifeboat at the moment, and you are drowning. How do I convince you that by not getting into the lifeboat, you will drown without sounding threatening to you? You are not a
Not
lifeboat,
using
Jason.
such fucking analogies, dude. Holy shit.
Right? You are not a lifeboat, Jason. Right now, you are the water drowning me. If you don't want to sound threatening, you can start by not saying do this or else. And frankly speaking, I'm the only one person. I'm the only wait, what the fuck? And frankly speaking, I'm the only one person right now on the board that is stopping them to proceed into legal action. Let me try to talk her out and see how we can fix it first. If you think I'm threatening, then I'm sorry. I don't want to lose faith in you, but you are not making this easier by saying I'm threatening you. Well, that's because you are threatening me. I've really made my position clear. I want the list by Wednesday. Otherwise, it's clear that you are just stringing me along in an attempt to just control and silence me, Jason. Okay, I will inform my company and will leave them up to decide. I tried to explain that you are making unreasonable requests based on your own actions, which I can't really comply, and that's not how contract and resolution works. But if that's your only condition, then I guess I'll just present it as is. Just be sure, say okay, and I'll let them know this is your condition. If this isn't met, then it's clear you are simply stringing me along. For the record, I don't agree with that. Athy, noted.
Hmm.
So
And
I
also,
will say, so nobody accuses us of anything. I do believe that most of these girls probably fucked up in how they left the business. Like, obviously, the contract was probably written by a toddler, but it's also
The
Yeah.
very
contract was
likely.
written by a chat GPT. We already made that conduction.
Yeah, but I do agree that probably some of them had not read through their contracts right and just kind of like, oh, I'll just leave and it'll be fine. And that's probably gonna come to bite some of them in the butt, possibly. Whether it's
Yeah.
right
Oh,
or whether
yeah.
it's wrong, it's not up for me to decide. I just feel like some of them probably fucked up.
No, the
Oh, I
Jason
wouldn't
guy.
be surprised. Like, some people will definitely not have the most gracious of exits, to put lightly. And yeah, there would definitely be actions that we can say, hey, that's bad to have done. But largely, I have less interest on focusing on the individual talents and rather the company that's been exploiting them.
Yeah, but it's like the one thing that I do worry about them for, because like even though this is a shitty situation, they have every right to fucking leave. This
Mhm.
might put a little damper on if they want to join any other future agencies.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It will affect future agency stuff.
Mm.
I
And
mean, not
Just
also,
if
like,
not if
just in
the
that first
CEO
screenshot,
is a
it's confirmed that the
not
Nophi
if the
past lives are
CEO
real.
is in.
and
Yeah.
also I did post in the group chat that Kivi said that she was not the 4chan leaker. She
Yeah.
said the 4chan leaker wasn't me. Unfortunately, I am not the blue woman everyone thinks I am. We still don't know who it was, and at this point, I don't think we ever will. There was no investigation done. It was swept under the rug very soon after. They eagerly blamed a friend of mine who did nothing wrong apart from applying with me. I never sent the first stage sketch of my model to anyone. It is very unlikely it was any of my friends.
So then who would have had that picture?
I don't
Artists?
know, but
Jason?
I think
someone said
she just added like literally right now as we are reading this. So if the person that leaked was possibly what possibly was the best model I'll ever have is reading this, was it worth it? Question mark. She literally
Hmm.
just posted that literally right this moment. Like it
Yeah,
says
I see it
Yeah,
now.
on my
20
screen 9
seconds
seconds
ago.
ago.
Yeah. And so someone said in a comment, with how mismanaged the company was, could have been anyone from the inside. Don't worry about it though. So yeah, it could have been literally anyone from that company.
You know what
Um,
I said when we first found
it
out
could have been
about it?
Nophi.
Well, my theory was it was either her, it would have had to have been her, the artist, or somebody else within the company who's handling like some of the financial stuff. And
Mm.
the only reason I didn't think it was the last one because I legitimately didn't believe they had anybody else in this company. I thought it was just one
Honestly,
dickhead.
I think was this the ones that made a minor a corpo and hid their age? Yeah, this is exactly who it
They
is.
sort of hid their age.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
they sort of. Okay, so okay, I have speculation to believe that the person who leaked it was Nophi. You want to know why?
Why?
Please.
If Jason is being so protective over Nophi, and literally those screenshots just literally gave me the information that I was kind of speculating on. Nophi could have been sent all of the models, but like Nophi could have had access to all of these models.
Possibly. I don't
Just
know.
because of how, just
Mhm.
because since Jason knew her past lives and knew that this was going on, he could have easily sent like, "Hey, what do you think of these models for your, for your like for your gen mates, like based on previous experiences that you've had in your previous companies?" She could have easily had
Possibly.
she could have easily had access to these.
I could see that as a possibility. I figured he wouldn't have passed it around. They seem like a bunch of weirdos that wouldn't do that.
I don't know. It's like maybe one day we'll get an answer, maybe we won't. All we can do is speculate. But
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless it
let's
comes out
get
in Nophi's
to.
statement, we don't know.
Yeah, I didn't get to fully read her statement because it came out like right before we went live.
Yeah,
It'd
we're
be
at the
funny if
point
after
where I
all this
have.
stuff we're talking about, we open the statement, and the first thing is, by the way, I'm the leaker.
Yeah, by the way, I'm the one who
For all
leaked,
we know, that's how it
this
goes.
this rabbit hole. I mean, she did leak her own shit with Charlotte. We did find that out.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just super excited.
All right, let's go to Kuma's statement.
All right, I already got it pulled up
That
here.
off. Close that off.
This
That
is
off.
from Kuma. This is from Kuma K. Komodo. This is her experience with AkioAIR and Vspire. Vspire being the training company for AkioAIR at the time. So, this is something that we have here, and I'm just going to go ahead and like this post to make it 1,600 likes. In early February, February 2nd, 2023, I was selected as one of the finalists for Vspire, a branch of AkioAIR, which was conceived to function as a virtual YouTuber training academy For several months, I was a member of the Discord server, and this was my experience. As noted by others, there was suspicious behavior in the Discord server, such as Jason having separate voice call meetings with other potential talents that were not related to the audition process, playing games with them, and one notable voice call I was included in but did not speak during, in which Jason and other auditionees were speaking cruelly of other corporations and corporate VTubers. Although the latter is not necessarily suspicious, it does speak to the character of the company as a whole. During this voice call, one auditionee threatened to dox other people, which was not addressed seriously. Rather, Jason found it humorous.
That's a
Okay.
pretty serious one.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is real quick to add before we go on. This was posted 4 minutes ago by, I believe this is every single Generation 1 talent. All it says is good game. GG's. Good game,
Wait.
well played. What the
Wait,
fuck is
what?
going on? Hold on here, I'm posting the
Wait.
screenshot. Look at this. Fucking send Discord, please. Otherwise I'm going to cry. Discord, please don't die right now.
Please send this on Discord. Reverse Uno card, the Gen 1 should sue the company for tarnishing their images or some shit. Honestly, if they did that, which it looks like from the tweet that you guys just saw on my screen from Mew Horizon, it looks like that they could be taking legal action now since they're fucking, because they literally said, I was enlightened by things I didn't know until today. Some of it was infuriating, but not surprising. If it's
There we
happened
go.
before, it would happen again, but I recall many incidents and exactly when they happened. Does being a kind person really matter now?
The screenshot just sent.
GG boys, WP, well played, well played.
This is-
Yeah.
Oh.
This is definitely a
Oh.
joke about all the League of Legends games. They had to play with them.
Yeah,
Probably.
we're
This
ripping on him for
has to
that.
be. It has to be. I hope AkioAIR gets shut down. I hope it all does. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys a screenshot that we just had on here on Discord. So we got this GG TWT from Keon Dojima, which is also an AkioAIR. Good game, my furriendos.
There you
Athy,
go.
another one. Nona, another AkioAIR. GG Boys 07, and then Mew, GG Boys. Well played, well played. That's from all AkioAIR. This was all previous or current AkioAIR talent.
These are Generation 1 talents,
Mhm.
and most of them have not posted since the beginning of September.
Yeah, once Nophi came forward, oh, it was fucking over. They might
Yeah,
as
like
well have
I'm
flew the
willing to
white
bet
flag.
if the talents or like the Gen 1 talents did know Nophi was a minor ahead of time, they probably
They
wouldn't have gone
didn't. No
radio
one knew.
silent when the
Yeah.
announcement came
Yeah.
out.
Now, see, it looks like here we got 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and this was just screenshotted. So
Yeah.
all of these just came out after Nophi's statement. So I agree with Mew Horizon. GG boys, well played, well played.
GG.
Oh, and did you see the new tag that started after some statements came out for AkioAIR?
No, I
what new
haven't.
tag?
It's hashtag Akio unfair, but air is still
Oh,
capitalized.
Akio unfair. Mr. Jason's in there.
Oh man.
AkioAIR is unfair. Mr. Jason's
Jason's in there.
It fits so perfectly with the SpongeBob meme. It fits so perfectly.
I hope someone draws all the talents like that on strike.
I really do too.
If
It was
Anonymous
all of
my
them
does take
idea.
together.
ac-
Keep it in. We need art of it. We need art of it.
If Anonymous
Any-
does take action, I want someone to recommend that op be called Operation Pinnakill.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
if any artists are watching and you guys are familiar with all of the AkioAIR situation, please, 100%, someone please draw this for us. AkioAIR is unfair. Mr. Jason's in there. And it's just a build, like it'll be all of the it'll be all of the talents basically striking out front of in front of a building that just says AkioAIR, and AkioAIR is burning down. So we just need this. Please, someone, any artist who is listening, please, for the love of God, and if any of the AkioAIR talents are listening to this broadcast, please, for the love of God, make this a thing.
Man, hell, if any talent by some miracle is actually watching this and you want to talk on stream, add us.
Yeah,
Or
we will
just like
100%
comment.
listen to you. We have been wanting to hear AkioAIR's talents on
Since the
on
Nophi
stream.
announcement.
Since the
Yeah.
Nophi announcement, please. We are
Yeah,
literally begging at this point. We need to know.
Well, at least we have their statements, or most of their statements.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think more might be coming out in the next couple days, and then we can cover that again as well.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Additionally, important aspects of a functioning corporation, such as scheduled interviews and further auditions, were increasingly delayed to months after the initial intended dates. The pay rate, initially spoken of, was a flat rate for a set minimal amount of streams and was subject to vary depending on additional hours streamed. However, this too changed to the point where there would be negligible or no pay directly from AkioAIR at all, and that revenue would be dependent on fan donations. Most egregiously, during this time, I was harassed relentlessly by several fellow auditionees and members of the Discord server for liking specific fictional content, to which my response was to cease communicating with them immediately. I went to Jason with my concerns about the increase in frequency of the harassment, and his response was to instead prioritize the harassers with whom he was having non-business related voice meetings and private gaming sessions, and to remove me from the server entirely. He also threatened that legal action could be taken against me for potentially breaking my NDA by mentioning any of the harassment or discussions within the Discord server. I didn't want to post this for the longest time for fear of legal repercussions. However, I am not mentioning any contractually confidential information in this announcement. I am speaking out about my unpleasant experience with Jason and Vicespire to lend support to those coming forward against AkioAIR. I want to emphasize that my unfortunate experience with a very few Vicespire auditionees was an outlier, and that I wish the rest of the auditionees and former and current AkioAIR talents well. Moto Kumako.
Given the kind of
And
content they're most likely talking about getting harassed for, it's quite hilarious that they ended up hiring Nophi.
yeah,
I was
Honestly.
thinking that.
she is a fan of the cute and funny variety. So if any of my fellow cute and funny enjoyers want to follow her, do it.
It's just funny, like I guarantee that's what the harassment was over, and it's like, and then you
Oh,
hired
100%.
Nophi?
I mean,
Really?
her model's so fucking cute.
Who, Nophi's or?
Oh no, the Kuma's. It was all
Kuma's
over
model is
Lolly.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so shall we read the next announcement posted
hell
by
yeah.
Bunnie?
Yep.
Important announcement. My time under AkioAIR. We have 2 screenshots here, so we got quite the doozy here. Content warning: mental health. So if you guys have some mental health, we're doing trigger warnings now. Mental health. So if anything may seem disturbing to you, please click off.
Admittedly, we're
Please.
probably too late for that.
A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Well, I keep the disclaimer pinned to my stream so people know what they're getting into.
Fair enough.
All right, so my name is Bunnie, and I am a former AkioAIR talent. I played the character Vix E. Gray during my time at AkioAIR. I am no longer with them and have been working with them since 8th of September 2023. Wow, a whopping 22 days.
3 days after Nophi's announcement, Bunnie was
Yep.
like, "Yeah, I'm out."
I'm fucking out. I had issues with AkioAIR from I had issues with AkioAIR from the very beginning of from the beginning of my time there. For reference, just before I signed, my dad passed away, so I was very emotionally vulnerable, as anything good was a light in the dark for me in that time period. Upon being offered a place at Akio, Jason commented on this fact, saying he had heard me discuss this matter and he apologized for my loss. We spoke a bit more before he mentioned how I took too long, more than a couple weeks, to sign the contract. I may not be able to join. I happily signed the contract very early on as I was just wanting something good to happen after all the bad.
I know
asked-
you're experiencing
Wow.
family hardship, but sign on the dotted line.
Jeez, I'm sorry your dad died. You gonna sign this yet? What the
Yikes.
Have you signed your life away yet?
Yikes.
No,
Oh,
life is rough for you, but we have paperwork to do, so.
But we have a business to run and exploit you with, so
So sign it.
I hope this man gets sued into the fucking ground somehow.
Yeah,
oh, me too.
I
I
want to
don't know,
say
Striker's
things that
still
are
running
against
around,
TOS.
so.
All right, where were we? I asked regularly, oh damn, sucks your father had recently passed away, but you can just sign away all your rights here on the dotted line, says chat. Yikes. I asked regularly what's reading the contract and signing if I could know about who my gen mates were, and was simply told you can't know till you've been signed, which I assume was normal. Through my concern was whether I would get on with these people, but he had assured me it would be fine. There was no mention of a minor. I only found out about Nophi's age when I first spoke to her in a voice call about a week or so after signing with AkioAIR, and this only came about due to her mentioning being a child to me during this call. I was not happy at this and very strongly informed Jason on the matter and how I didn't believe it was safe for her to be in the industry, especially with how lewd VTuber can be. You know, rightly so. We've all made these, comments before.
Mhm.
Jason ignored me and said, "We'll deal with the consequences when the time comes." Well,
The
it's time to
pause?
reap what you. Well, it's time to reap what you've sown, you motherfucker.
As much
That
as
is
I
the most
despise
alarming.
Jason, I would
Mhm.
like to note that this does add credit to one thing that he said, that Nophi did frequently tell people she was a minor up front, and this is explicitly what Bunie is describing happened. So there is at least some truth to what he said, even if it was mostly just victim blaming.
Ugh, but the fact that Jason ignored me and said we will deal with the consequences when the time comes.
Oh yeah,
It's
we'll
like
burn that bridge when we get to it.
Oh my fucking god!
The bridge is burning. It's been incinerated. The bridge is ash. You happy, Jason? You just fucked your entire company. Are you happy
Yeah.
about that? You happy now? All right, so where are we? All right, during the process of creating our I'm so sorry, give me a second.
Nice.
During the process of creating our designs and everything, Jason tried heavily to push me down the British aesthetic route. Oh boy, the British aesthetic route.
Fucking what?
You fucking what? I didn't question it too much at first, as I do think it can be rather beautiful, but as time went on, it escalated past just being aesthetic. Jason made comments how my accent was my selling point, me being British makes me unique, etc. And it got to the point at every turn he'd use it to explain to me my style and my content. At one point, I mentioned this and got rather upset when he refused to change his ways. I felt upset. I don't mind odd British jokes, but he was being outright discriminatory of me, and no other talent was getting their nationality or race used to describe them or their content. He ended up making me delete the conversation. Keep in mind, that's in all caps. Chat can see this. Delete the conversation on the matter because he didn't want others to get the wrong idea. Later, other talents and staff tried to convince him to write an apology to me for how he was, though I'm unsure how true it was, but a few other talents informed me he was not the one to actually write said apology, as he apparently struggled to write it as he didn't think he did anything wrong. A few talents also mentioned to me that they helped write it, and he mentioned using Chat GPT to help write it also. Oh, good God. Oh,
So
there's
not
more.
only did he need an AI to help him apologize, he needed the other talents.
Yikes. Yikes. Wow, Jason is racist as well. I think Jason was just trying to make them the next was trying to make Bunny the next Ren.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean,
the
it is
next
kind of racist when you're talking to a British person and when you're only engaged or when you're directly engaging with them, you're putting on a British accent too. When you're Taiwanese and then you're talking to everybody else and then you're not using their national accent or whatever, it does come across as bigoted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bigoted. With this lack of communication on a regular basis from management, I began feeling my mental health decline. In my personal life, we had begun dealing with more of my dad's belongings, and the mixture of stress from both areas was causing me a great decline in my overall physical and mental health. The last straw came in two parts when we found out Jason had leaked our designs online early for funding and animation for us. And when Jason finally decided to announce Nophi was a minor. So Jason did this shit.
Jason leaked
Yep.
the designs online?
Yeah.
I
So
guess.
he might have
Someone-
been the one
so-
behind the fucking 4chan post starting this shit off. You don't know.
No, 4chaners got a hold of it probably. 4chaners found it and got a hold of it and decided, hey, let's, fuck up this company from the inside. And they did a right thing. They did the right thing. Announced Nophi was a minor. The stress that arose in and around the company during this time for me was making me sick. Was making me very sick, and I felt I had no choice but to ask to leave. I was having severe thoughts of taking my own life with everything going on. I was struggling, needed to step away from everything and take a more peaceful route. I had informed management for a while of my declining health, but nothing was really done to support it, minus slightly longer deadlines. As of the 8th of September 2023, I decided for my sake I would leave AkioAIR and handed in my notice. This was not the only reason I left. I was willing to invest my time and effort into AkioAIR. However, I worried my mental health would be damaged past a repairable point had I stayed. I may have been rash for jumping to leave so quickly, but seeing how things turned out, I don't think it was wrong of me to leave when and how I did.
Dodged a bullet.
You really
Yeah.
did
No
dodge a
kidding.
bullet. On the 9th of September 2023, Jason sent me a breach of contract email informing me of breaching my contract and attempting to leave early. He said if I wanted to leave, he would sue and press damage charges on me. I began somewhat negotiating
No, I'm
staying
not
at
dead.
Akio. Huh?
Oh no, someone in my chat said, "Is the mermaid dead?" And it's like, no, I'm not dead. I am
Just resting your
li-
voice.
I'm just letting you read, and I also got some more notifications on Twitter, so I'm looking that over as well.
Oh, yikes. I began somewhat negotiating staying at Akio out of fear that I would be sued, but when I received the contract on what and how I would have to work in order to stay with them, I would be working for unrealistic wages, so I declined and did not sign to go back. Jason kept upping the damage costs and kept threatening to sue me for leaving and breaching contract. I've involved lawyers to settle this peacefully and nothing came about it. Just the same threats to sue. I am tired and still struggling with my mental health. I have had very close calls with my life and believed it was easier to stop being than it was to fight. I am grateful for those too close to me helping me through it, but I am so sorry I put that on you as well. I want out of his hell. I am not in a state to pay myself out with the cost of these damages. I am not well enough to stay. I'm not sure what else I can say or show. I'm still really scared, but we all are. I am in a rough patch right now, but I don't want to give up on doing something I truly love just because someone ruined my experience in the industry. Thank you for being patient with me and always supporting me, Bunny.
Ugh, man,
God, I wish
this
Bunny
is
the
gonna.
best.
Ugh.
God, I really hope I could help Bunny at some point.
Yeah. Who's just redeeming stuff? Oh, I got my mix it up off, so no funny little redeems tonight, but I shall refund you your points for the toggles. I shall stretch and I shall do an hello.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a serious topic, so I didn't want to do any silly toggles tonight.
Yeah, same here. I'll turn those on once we finish here, because I think I might play some Switch games after this just to kind of clear my head.
Okay.
If anybody wants to,
No
play Mario Kart 8, you're more than welcome to join me.
All right. Who's this next?
So what was this?
Megu is next.
Megu.
Hold on, you sent something in the chat. What is
Yep.
this? To the company that offered me a spot at the same time as Akio, please know I regret it deeply and I wish I could turn back time and make the right decision.
Oh, rip.
Man.
God, I feel bad for Kivi.
I do
Yeah.
feel bad
Like
for Kivi.
all of the talents of AkioAIR.
Yep.
I'm following Kivi. Oh, Kivi has. Did you get Kivi's statement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did get Kivi's
Yeah.
statement.
Yep. I added them right to the doc as they were right before we went live.
Yeah,
And I have archived versions of every single statement as well.
Kivi's statement came out at the exact same time as Nophi's.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you want me to read Megu's or do you want to read Megu's?
I'll read Megu's.
All right, go for it.
All right. Hello, clanmates. My recounting of events may lack detail due to potential legal implications. I am refraining from disclosing information that could be used against me to safeguard my interest in legal context, including specifics of our debut preparations. As you all know, I announced a few months ago that I was going corporate. It was a decision that some of you were worried about me making. But my dream of getting that cute streamer experience I first saw in HoloLive was still there. I wanted so badly to be in a group with others, collaborating together, working and growing together as a team, and the assistance with the back-end projects would take a huge load off of my shoulders. I've always struggled socially, so I saw agencies as a path to connect with others and better expand my skills, as I could focus more on streaming. I've made it very clear over my years as a content creator that I cannot stand for injustice. I speak very openly of my concerns about various topics as my community means everything to me, and I want to share every piece of myself with them. So as things internally were turning sour, it became increasingly difficult to look forward to my debuting under the AkioAIR brand and having to present a false version of myself to my community who would have supported me through everything. On my application, I have made it very clear that I have a past with not safe for work content and use adult humor. The CEO, Jason, also persistently urged me during the audition process to help him leverage my connection with a colleague from my previous company who conducts explicit not safe for work streams to convince her to join the agency, as he was a big fan of her. There are no signs
Yikes.
that yeah. There were no signs that AkioAIR was intended to be a family-friendly company during the hiring process. The 18-plus requirements for applying were seemingly there for a reason. Hearing others express their discomfort as well about Jason due to his line-breaking behaviors, I couldn't help but grow in distaste towards him and the company. This was not a healthy work environment or an environment that I wanted to bring my original community into. After learning about how Season 1 had been treated and enduring the unprofessional and inappropriate behavior from our own boss, I knew I had to leave. AkioAIR has damaged not only their own reputation, but also mine outside of the company. On my personal accounts, I was receiving private messages and questions when joining voice calls. With even my time outside of the company being tainted, I couldn't handle it anymore and broke from the pressure and disgust, leading to my exit from the company. I appreciate my clanmates so much for sticking with me through all this. I hope I can return to streaming as Megumi soon. I really miss hanging out with you guys, and I can't wait to see you again.
Jesus.
Yet another person promised that corporate lifestyle. And they failed to deliver.
Yep.
But to be fair, they didn't say they were promised it. They said
Well,
they
that's
thought they
kind
would
of
be able
what
to get it there.
AkioAIR is presenting as a reoccurring theme to all these people. As a way to go, as a way to go professional with your streaming.
Well, I don't think
It's
any of them have actually said anything about Akio promising it. They've just all said they thought that's what
No,
they were going to get
I'm
from
not
it.
saying Akio is directly promising it. It's the image that they're presenting. That's what's coming across to me.
it's like how everyone seems to, view corporate VTubing things is a fast track to success. And 9 times out of 10 with these smaller corpos, they're going to be someone's bad investment or someone taking advantage of people who don't know how to work in a corporate sphere.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably better to not join a corporation, especially a small corporation, just because you think it'll fast track you to success.
Yeah. But unfortunately, there has to be those sacrificial lambs that have to be season 1 or generation 1 to see if it'll actually work or not.
Yeah,
It's
no, if
just
you
So
get
really
God
someone
bless
sad.
from
them.
Hololive or
Yeah.
Shoujo, definitely take it. You're probably fast tracked to success.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
See, if I
with
ever
those big
got,
ones, yeah.
if I ever got a, if I ever got notification to be a V Shoujo corporate VTuber, I would take it on the fucking spot. Not even gonna lie, I would take being a V Shoujo person on the spot. But the stream is not about that. The stream is about AkioAIR and bringing awareness to a situation that is very serious and is very, very terrible.
Yeah. Now we're going on to Nophi's statement.
Can I read this one?
Yes, you can read this one.
I'm gonna stay strong as much as I fucking can reading this.
Boy.
So hold on, before I read this, just to know we know what we're getting into, I'm gonna read some of the comments that we got here. Hopefully things will get better soon and end once and for all. None of you deserved any of that, and I can only imagine how awful it felt for you in particular. Cayenne VT said this Jason guy needs to be put on a list. What kind of weird behavior is this? All right, Psycon, have a good night, hun. I'm so sorry that the situation had exhausted you, hun. Kind of sucks, but I agree with your choice to jump ship. You are right when you say that the reputation hit from the company would negatively affect you. You are still young and you can grow an audience on your terms. I wish you the best in your future endeavors. I'm glad you got away from them. The whole situation just did not sit well with me. You have a lot of time to grow as a content creator, and I'm rooting for you. At one point, I was actually considering auditioning for them, but then this whole thing came up, and I'm not interested in it anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Been a positive reception, it sounds like, to Nophi at least. I don't
Yeah,
want
at
her
least
getting
they're
hate or anything.
yeah, of course not.
Well, I said early on when the company tried to say Nophi's getting a lot of hate from this decision that I really didn't think many people were hating Nophi. All I could see was people being like, why would you hire this person when they're underage? That's a bad decision.
Yeah, it was a lot of criticism toward the company that the company was trying to pretend were towards Nophi.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, I'm ready to read this. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, my name current is Wawa. However, I was previously known as Nophilia under AkioAIR. It has been months since the thought of leaving the company has first crossed my mind, and after much reflection, hold on, I'm reposting this. Give me a second. Repost. And after much reflection, I have finally gathered the courage to support my friends by sharing my own experience as a talent under AkioAIR. Please note that this document mentions of suicide and mental health. Read at your own discretion. December 2022. I had first signed with AkioAIR during a vulnerable time of my life. I had just quit my former job and was struggling with money, as well as having been hospitalized after my first
Okay.
blank attempt. It's not something I ever shared with my peers and kept to myself. AkioAIR offered to help me out of my predicament by giving me a spot as a talent. Days after I was discharged and I was well enough to gain movement. I took the opportunity as a means to support myself and my family. Soon after joining AkioAIR, I realized that I was in a poor working environment. I chose to look past the problems and focus on a positive attitude, as I valued what I was promised. Even now, I am learning about things that should have been discussed with me prior with transparency. First, I was told that my gen mates would be made aware that I was a minor prior to them signing any contracts. The comfort of my coworkers is very important to me. It should have not been my responsibility to inform them of such important information. I agree.
I agree as well.
Mm.
That's on Akio.
That is on Akio. Second, there have been many instances in which I have felt uncomfortable due to Jason's words or actions. I and the others have tried to give him the benefit of the doubt countless times, but we could only do so much before our patience ran thin. As mentioned in Bunny Maid's document, Jason Kua wanted their accent to be their selling point, making them feel undervalued and uncomfortable. As a result, I, alongside another talent, encouraged Jason to apologize. He said he could not apologize sincerely, and considering he was not sorry, and proceeded to write the apology with our help and ChatGPT. The talents
Literally,
refused
he
the
had the
term.
miner help him apologize.
Yikes. The talents would use the term girl talk when Jason tried to insert himself into our conversations. He responded with, "How dare you assume my gender," and continue to joke about changing his sex.
Lovely.
Oh. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Okay, he would withhold information from us regarding our models or assets in exchange for Overwatch games. When I asked for my model's ETA, he told me that I would have to play Overwatch with him before I could find out. I find this behavior to be manipulative. What the fuck?
Okay, if I actually played Overwatch after seeing this, I'd probably never touch the game again.
Probably. Good thing Overwatch is on the strike list of games to not play. So, luckily I don't have to ever go back to that rabbit hole ever again.
I beat you to the punch. I've never touched the game.
I played the original Overwatch, and then it kind of got really shitty after they updated Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2.
Mm.
Oh god, I hope she mentions the Overwatch like launch shit. Um our merchandise was sold at a convention. We did not earn a single penny. The excuse was that the merchandise was already being sold for very little and quote unquote I'm broke. I
Nice. Not
wanted
getting
to
any money for merch.
right? I wanted to use a comedic phrase for my promotional teaser. I suggested "I love League of Legends," as I knew it would have garnered a reaction from the public. Jason refused the idea, but when someone jokingly suggested "banged your mom," he immediately approved. I was skeptical, but did not voice my concern as I put my trust into management's hands.
So it wasn't even her funny little haha. It
That
was
was their
someone
defense at first.
else's.
Here, I'm gonna say I somewhat doubt that because it's not the first time Nophi specifically has made that joke under other
Yeah.
accounts.
That is also true.
So it's really weird that it just so happens to be a completely random thing that he came up with. When she does it, it's literally something she says.
Yeah, well, it said that someone
Yeah.
else jokingly suggested banged your mom and Jason just approved it. So he didn't say, "Hey, do this." It was someone else that said, "Hey, what if you do this instead?" And he was like,
Hey, what if you banged your mom on stream? Let's fucking make that a shit. Jesus Christ.
No, it's
Announcing
somebody
that
else's mom was her thing.
I was a minor, putting a spotlight onto my age and effectively invited unwanted attention and scrutiny. I had to keep quiet while watching the people around me turn away, pushing me into a depression. Regarding
Understandably
al-
so.
Regarding alcohol, I live in Belgium, where the purchasing age for some alcohol is 16. This includes some soju, depending on the contents. Without telling management, I responded to a tweet to tell someone that I am legal drinking age. The first and only tweet that I made in my own defense. I felt defenseless, and this was the only thing I was really allowed to say. Regarding people claiming that I engage in lewd or sexually explicit behavior, making adults around me uncomfortable, engaging with NSFW creators and artists, it is simply not true. This claim was very hurtful for me and for my safety. Um, oh shoot, for my safety, it was also incredibly uncomfortable. I do not and have never followed or engaged with NSFW artists or art. I do sincerely apologize, however, for not having been more careful in verifying the people that I was following at the time. After it was pointed out, I realized that some content creators I followed at the time made explicit jokes or content. I typically follow VTubers if they interact with my friends, their models are cute, or if I have seen a funny clip on YouTube. Okay, and then
Reasonable.
what's the next? And then what's the next one? Upon realization, this is the last page, by the way. Upon realization, I immediately unfollowed and asked my fellow talents to help me in discerning who makes NSFW content. When the majority of In Serendipity season 2 left, I refused to leave with them out of fear that Jason would pursue me in court. I was and still am indebted to AkioAIR. Unfortunately, the extra risk of a lawsuit is something that I could not even fathom putting myself or my family through, and so I kept silent for a few more weeks. After a while, I started to feel very alone. I felt a significant drop in my mental health due to being scrutinized by the public and the way management made it seem like my friends had abandoned me. At that point in time, I had no other choice but to pretend to be unbothered and move forward with my debut. The day of debut, a statement was posted by Athena Nightingale in which she talks about her mistreatment while dealing with AkioAIR. Jason released a response before falling asleep. He was not present for our debuts. I came to
Wow.
the dreadful but predicted realization that AkioAIR is no longer beneficial for me as a talent, and I was left with two options. Option 1, stay in AkioAIR, a company whose reputation is so damaged that no one will ever be willing to support me as a talent, hitting any progress I wish to make as a content creator, and effectively trapping me there as I would not earn the money to pay off my debt. And 2, leave AkioAIR with the risk of Jason threatening me. After having putting my trust into Jason and then later feeling punished for his decisions, I chose to leave. I will not risk my health or happiness for a company above all. I must prioritize myself. I am incredibly grateful to my managers during my time in AkioAIR, as they have always treated me with respect and kindness. And that's the end.
Man, this is definitely not going to be the last we hear from any of these talents, that's for sure.
That is 100% sure.
Now we got Kivi's Kivi. But all right. I shall read this last one. All right. So Kivi was the dolphin girl for season 2 of AkioAIR.
Missouri. And she was at the Nophi debut. I had actually watched through that one.
Mm. All right, let's see. Hello, everyone. This may come as a surprise to you all, but as the talent behind Azuri Delphi? Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to speak my mind. You may have noticed that some of my former gen mates and even some from the previous gen have come out with a public statement about their experience in AkioAIR. My experience is shared with them in the sense that for most, if not all, of the negative experiences were primarily caused by Jason. I do not wish to work with him again, and I hope that this will shed some light as to why. Firstly, the reason why I chose to stay in this company was because of my debt towards Jason for purchasing my computer setup for me, as I didn't have one at the time of signing due to my old one ceasing to function. I felt like I had to stay because I owed him money, and all the revenue I'd be getting would be going towards paying it off. Jason had been in many of the conversations between us, the talents, at the start, and as such has fallen asleep during those calls, to the point that whatever other interaction we have had has included him in some capacity. Our privacy has essentially been shattered, and despite the fact that we have told him to leave us to ourselves, he has refused. Due to this, we eventually stopped having group voice calls so that we would keep away from him as he intruded on us as a group many times. This continues on to him constantly begging us as a whole to play games with him, often Overwatch, and would essentially prey on any online talent to get them to sit and call with him, to the point that I set myself as being offline for months just so he doesn't invite me to a game. Another such case of his questionable personality is that he would make "how dare you assume my gender" jokes, especially when me and other talents simply wanted to talk to each other, and would say we're having girl talk, to which he'd respond that he would get a sex change, presumably so he could keep talking to us when we made it clear that he wasn't invited. His
He
stance
isn't always
on
invited.
he isn't always invited. His stance on us as a generation is morbid, to say the least, as he has on multiple occasions, with increasing frequency over the past 3 months, said that he sees Vespire, his other project, as more profitable alternatives, and has stated multiple times that he wish he didn't waste money on us Season 2 and AkioAIR and had used it on something else. Jason as a person is rather discomforting to be around, since he will quickly throw a fit over minuscule things. One such example would be him becoming mad because the model artist or model mama I requested had a unique art style, and that the art style would stand out too much. Followed by him storming out of the voice call. The artist in question is, how do you pronounce their name?
You Caparico? Rico?
You Caprico.
I don't know.
You
Kind of reminds me of
Capriccio.
cappuccino.
You Capriccio.
You Capriccio. He continued on being unsettling by cornering me in a voice call meant to discuss debut. And instead of talking about it, he pressured me and told me that I should wait at least a year to have a boyfriend, even though he always said he believed in talent freedom.
Yeah,
Many
because
of the
that's
work-
something a company should control,
Yeah.
whether or not you have romantic relationships.
Yeah. Many of the quote-unquote work calls were unfruitful, to say the least, as he was more focused on hanging out and having fun than discussing things that we needed to work on for our debut. The display of delayed debut was circumstantial, yet there were many other such delays that were entirely under their control. These include missed deadlines for assets, animation, art, and the music video. And our trailers were finished practically last minute due to poor management, which likely contributed to the delay in everything else. As the final nail in the coffin, and as a testament to Jason's I can read today, I swear.
Inattentive.
You want me to finish this one for you?
Yes, please. I'm illiterate right now. At
That's
least.
okay. We get it. You're a VTuber.
I get it.
I'm sorry.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I need a drink.
As the final nail in the coffin and as a testament to Jason's inattentiveness and disinterest in our well-being, he never showed up to my or Nophi's debut, as before that he was too busy staying up and writing a response to a member of the previous generation and needed to sleep. My debut being described as scuffed does not scratch the surface of the reality of the situation. Months prior to debut, Jason would give us ideas on what to do when debut came, yet never delivered on it, and whenever we would share with him what we had done to prepare for our debut, he only criticized us for our ideas, going as far as to say that using slides for the debut wouldn't be good for engagement. Unfortunately, he also never gave us advice on what to do instead of the debut date, and we were essentially left to our own devices, hence it being quote-unquote scuffed. The debut left me emotionally and mentally devastated. After my dad came to see what I was working on and how I interacted with the stream, I broke down feeling like a fraud, as all I had been working toward felt like it was worthless, especially considering the way Jason had treated us the entire time. I should say that I have nothing against the managers present throughout all of this. They were kind, helpful, and always looked out for me and my gen mates, both former and current, and I am thankful for their service. Kivi.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, you think 4chan found my YouTube link? Hi, 4chan.
Hi, 4chan.
Oh my god. And also, I linked this in our group chat. It looks like someone who made it to the finalist round of AkioAIR made a statement about their experience with that.
Oh shit.
Right,
What was the archived? What do you have for the archived versions of the statement?
Oh, it's just all the statements just under archive site.
Yeah, so
So
even
it's-
if the tweets are deleted, we still have a page to go to.
Yep.
Mhm.
Under web archive.
Yikes. All right, so what does 4chan have to say in your chat?
Probably
I mean, they haven't.
slurs.
No, they're just quietly observing.
Oh,
I haven't
that's
had
different of
any
them.
chatters. Hey,
Well-
as long as they quietly observe, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, fair. Lurking supports the streams. It's backbone of streaming.
Yeah, I guess this person was a finalist in the company.
Oh
He
yeah.
said, I feel for the people who signed on. As one of the finalists for that company, I remember saying I would say no even if offered an opportunity. The fact everything was in a giant server, the fact that the CEO was having unrelated calls with prospective talents gave me the ick for real.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm hearing all these horror stories, it makes me heart hurt. The fact that this company took advantage of so many people with stars in their eyes is disgusting. To bring at least one child into the mix, no less. Please, as a professional in the entertainment industry, pay mind to the personalities of the people you work with. A process that is usually private is not supposed to be in a server like that where you can see everyone you're going up against. Unprofessionalism 99% of the time means inability to run a business. Your boss can become a peer over time, but that audition process was a popularity contest, not an audition. It was a matter of it was a matter of who spent the most time in call playing a league and shit talking people to try to get the CEO to like you. It was a shit show. I'm happy people are
Yikes.
coming forward. I'm sorry it had to happen like this. My heart hurts so much for the people who had to deal with this. Oh my god.
I will say I do have a little bit of a problem with like the sheer number of people coming forward after somebody else had to get the ball rolling. Like all of you suddenly come up and you're like, "Oh, we all knew." It's like, "Okay, why did literally none of you say anything ever?"
Because
Yeah,
of
why
the
didn't
threat of
you-
legal action above them.
No,
They were
most of these
scared.
people don't. The girls in the company do. But all these people that were like in the finalist stuff, they had no fear of that.
We've gone
Yeah.
over 2 people that have been in the auditions. I guess
Yeah.
this person just didn't want to shit talk a company publicly because they're still trying to be a professional VTuber at some point, and it's a pretty bad look if you're like applying to HoloLive and you're seeing shit talking AkioAIR.
Yeah.
And then it just comes a point where everybody else is also talking. Okay, I feel confident sharing my side of the story as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to be like upfront with it that I feel like if you think coming forward to say a company doing something extremely unethical is going to hurt your chances at another company, do you want to be at that other company?
Honestly, probably not. Like this
Mm.
is
It's the same thing. I have like kind of an issue with like people in Hollywood a lot, like where they talk about, oh, this person was like the most disgusting human being ever, but I still sucked up to them because I wanted the job. And it's like I genuinely don't understand
I
people
mean,
like
that's how
that
it
at
goes
all.
in all sorts of different things, even within the VTuber scene as well. There's a lot of people that suck up to the bigger VTubers they don't even like, because if they talk shit about them, well, you might have to deal with their following coming after you, that kind of thing.
At that point, you don't say anything though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Mm-hmm. Well, is that all we have right now for the situation?
For right now, that's all I have. That's all I've been tagged in, but I'm sure I will get more tags as more things come out, and I will forward it to you guys right away.
Definitely.
Could have also
Hopefully
been
this
that
will be
he
the
had
last.
Hopefully,
could've-
the next stream is the last stream.
Hopefully, like this is a lot of information. Like I cannot believe how deep this fucking rabbit hole goes.
To be honest, I'm
Yeah.
not terribly surprised. I mean, a lot of this stuff, or at least the isolation part, I've definitely covered before on stream when I had gone over Scion's story. when she got terminated from, I think it was, I can't remember, HoloLive?
I don't know. I don't know who Scion
No,
is.
I think it was Niji Sanji. I can't remember. But like, yeah, she was getting in the process of being terminated and like completely isolated from all her social medias, all from engaging with everybody directly. And it's like, yeah, I'm seeing some of that from AkioAIR too.
Oh, Zion. Okay, yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
who it is.
Zion and I can't remember. I gotta double check.
Oh, Chatter said, I mean, Faye's CEO asked the girls to constantly play League with him as well. Man, imagine playing League. Couldn't be me.
Imagine playing League with someone who manipulates you. Pff, can't be us.
I used to play League. It was
I
alright.
also used to play League.
It'd be better if you had like the full team, but like just playing on your own, yeah, it sucks horribly.
Honestly, yeah.
Zan got thrown under the bus and 10 people turned on her fast. That's the honestly,
That's
that's
the
the sad
harsh
part
reality.
about joining a corporate sphere. Is that once you're ostracized, then so many fucking people will turn their back on you in public, but then they might be like, I'm sorry, I'm coming to you in DMs. Don't tell anyone I'm saying I feel sorry for you, but yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's people being cowards.
Mm.
More people
Honestly,
should
like,
share their opinions publicly.
what would honestly even be like the purpose of just going like, oh, haha, I talk shit about you, but haha, I actually care about you, like in DMs, like.
Because they're
I've
trying to
had
save public face and then also save their relationship.
I've had people do this to me, and it's honestly the worst fucking shit. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I feel bad for I feel bad for making you feel bad in public, but I still support you. Don't worry. And I'm like, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
just
it's so
rat them out.
fucking dumb.
Exactly. That's how you wean them out. We're on a baby hunt and don't think we don't know how to wean them out.
Mizu out here being a rat. I mean, same.
I'm
Oh
gonna be
man.
a rat. Like, don't come into my DMs and be like, "Yeah, I know I said you're a shithead," to like to everybody I know, but to you personally, I think you're kind of a cool guy.
Yeah, I've seen so much of that. But
Come say it
I
on
will check
stream,
through.
coward. No, they
I
want
will
to.
check Twitter one more time before I decide to
Yeah,
end
let's.
stream here because I'm tired and I need to eat my alcoholic ice cream.
Man, I want some alcoholic ice cream.
Oh,
I
dude,
remember
it's
having
so
a group
good.
of
Have
quote
some
unquote
bread
friends.
first, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I had
It-
the same thing happen to me too, Zarak. It honestly is the worst feeling
Oh,
ever.
AkioAIR's trending.
Of course it
Of course
is.
it is.
1,500 posts.
Yes, alcoholic ice cream. I have cheesecake moonshine ice cream. I'm gonna devour the shit out of that after I end stream. Yeah, we did a quick little read through that a little earlier.
Quick little read through.
Yeah, quick little read through. 2.5 hours later, we're here.
Oh no, for Kivi saying, "Hey, for the company that offered that spot is the same at the same time as Akio. I regret."
Yeah, I would too.
All right. Well, let me see who's alive on.
If you want to raid into me, I'm gonna keep going and play some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with my chat. So if you want to come over and direct your chat over, you're more than welcome to come over here.
Okay, let me send them over to you.
I'm gonna be on BRB probably for like 5 minutes while I set up, the chords and shit to do this on stream, and to get myself like a bowl of sketty. But
I
after,
forgot.
but
I forgot what your at was again. What is it again? Digital
Digital
Darling.
Darling VT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Digital Darling. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by stream, guys. We'll probably do our regular podcast on Thursday, which we finally have an official name for.
Hey,
Not
yo.
fun.
Tea.
Yep, it's under the tea instead of fishy tea time. So we officially coined that, and we're gonna be on YouTube, Spotify, shit like that.
That's
Registered
freaking dope. I
trademark.
can't wait.
Yeah, I've been uploading them to Spotify every Friday.
Yeah.
That's smart. I gotta do that too.
Yeah, I hope you have that stuff trademarked, because I would really hate for you to get in legal trouble with Jason from AkioAIR.
He starts up a new
Jason
agency
will have.
just to shit talk with you guys.
Oh my god, dude. Jason will have to fight me in my little tiny hands.
Those
The
tiny
mermaid.
God, I would
hands.
love to talk to Jason on stream. That would be such great content.
I mean, I can always send a DM and be like, "Hey, you want to talk?" But it has to be live on stream. No falling asleep though.
And I'm not
Welcome,
going to play League with you
Ataz.
beforehad.
Welcome,
Oh,
Ataz system here from
No, that's how
Briley.
you
Well,
get them
welcome
in. Hey, when you come in for an interview, we can play League.
He'll probably
Oh my
say
God,
yes
I might
right
actually DM him
away.
that.
I will send. I might send a DM. All right, I will send you guys over to Digital Darling. So good night, everybody, and we shall continue this shit show probably at the end of this week. So good night to everyone on my side.
The chat.
Take care.
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head out a call then, and go ahead and go to BRB real quick.
Alrighty, you have a
Okay.
good fun stream.
All right, come if you feel free to come and play, you guys. If y'all have Nintendo Switch Online and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'd love to have you guys.
I don't got
I
a
think I
Switch.
still need to buy that.
Sad.
Yeah,
I need
unfortunately,
to buy
do
the
not.
game.
Well, all right. Well, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for covering this with me. I appreciate it. Now,
No
all right,
problem.
chat. I will be back. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will be back with our palette cleanser. All right.
Man, I couldn't imagine trying to cover this by myself. That would have been too much. That's why I was like, I need emotional support.
Honestly. Also, thank you to Fulanin to Ataz System and Malia the Maid for following over here. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Cyberverse.
Hear you on Digital Darling,
Mm.
but nobody else.
Dodge?
Huh? What's going on?
I have no idea.
All right, I am going to head on out, eat my ice cream.
Yeah, I'm about to go get really, really stoned.
I'm gonna go get Boof Cat.
Boof
I
cat.
am Boof Cat. Wait, so Digital, why do you think VA have gotten worse in recent time, particularly Y and JP? I don't know how
Other
to answer that
factors.
question. I don't know how to answer that question. I will be right back, guys. Thank you guys for having me. You guys have a good night, okay?
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
They all left. They all left. That's okay. That's okay. Pretty good conversation. Pretty good coverage together. I wish I could raid out, but like YouTube doesn't allow that under a certain size. It's like a thing. ENVF media greater than AkioAIR, and it's not even started yet. I honestly don't even know what that was. I'm a little sorry that I didn't directly engage with you guys a bit more. I was focusing a little bit more on the content and the conversation. But then, well, they didn't really extend that as well. Not the biggest issue to me. Oh, that was, oh my god, that was a thing. That was definitely a thing. Holy fuck. For those that aren't aware, the people that I was previously just talking to were LuminousCove, Mizuhana OVT? I don't know, search up Mizuhana, you'll find them. And Digital Darling. Digital Darling, I know. If you had watched my coverage of the Marina VT discourse, well, you more than likely heard Marina and, or not Marina, LuminousCove and Mizuhana in my, or on my stream before. There was also MommaOcco at the start of that call, but she had to go to bed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, and if you want to join the community, feel free to check out the Discord. I love to voice chat in there, so if you want to ever talk, I'm usually available. Well, in the afternoons.